Batting second, number 1, center fielder Ryan Wetzel. Number 11 on the mound, Evan Carter. Batting fourth, number 4, shortstop Corey Russell. Behind the plate for the Cyclones, number 7, Evan Perkins. DHing tonight, number 13, Logan Estep. DHing for number 18, right fielder Lawson Wagner. Playing third base, number 15, Matthew Daly. Number 6 in left field, Jacob Mullins. And at first base, number 24, Nick Johnson. Cyclones are coached by Coach Ryan Fresno with a record of 26 wins and 8 losses. The home team tonight, the Stewart County Rebels, with a record of 22-6, coached by Coach Joey Jackson. Batting first for the Rebels, shortstop number 33, Thornton Gray. Third base, number 12, Grant Bramlett. First base, number 22, Logan Beecham. Center field, number 20, Will Crane. 27, left field, Elijah Smith. Right fielder, number 3, Peyton Milliken. Catcher, number 11, Tristan Swift. On the mound, number 17, Andrew Brett. And playing second base, number 9, Brandon Carroll. Now batting number 21, Ethan Eggleston.
And after much anticipation, a long wait to get it going, we welcome you to the 2018 2SSAA AA State Baseball Tournament live in Smyrna, Tennessee, under threatening skies, ready to go here. And the 1-0 count, a bat handle flare down the left field line, giving chase and a make the catch on the run. And there's one away on the hit from Ethan Eggleston. Let's set the lineup for the Elizabethton Cyclones. We waited and waited and waited, and boom, they drop it on us pretty quick here. Ethan Eggleston at second, Ryan Wetzel at center, Evan Carter pitching, Corey Russell at shortstop, Evan Perkins catching, Logan Estep, your DH, for Lawson Wagner, the right fielder. And the bottom three, Daly at third, Matthew Daly at third, Jacob Mullins in left, and Nick Johnson at first base. And threat, strike called. It's audio only tonight, and that's okay. We'll roll with it. So Eggleston flies out to left field, and here is Ryan Wetzel. Wetzel batting .421. No homers, 19 RBIs, 5 triples on the season, and 47 runs to lead the ball club. It's a long, long rain delay, and here we are, and we're up and running here. The top of the first, Cyclones are the visitors. Pitching, and it's an all-speed pitch, misses upstairs defensively. Tristan Swift behind the plate for Stewart County, who is 24-6 for the Rebels out of Dover, Tennessee. Logan Beecham at first, Brandon Carroll at second, Thornton Gray at shortstop, and Brant Bramlett at third. This one is downstairs, Good Eye Wetzel. Cyclones in their traveling all-orange black numerals. Left field, Elijah Smith, who made the catch off Eggleston's opposite field fly ball. Will Crane in center, and right field is Peyton Milliken. Stewart County 24-6, the Cyclones are 26-8. Threat brings it. Wetzel, strike called, outside part of the plate. And it's a full count now, Ryan Wetzel. I don't know how long we'll get this one in. Skies are threatening, for sure. Overcast, but we're up and running here. Payoff pitch, ground ball right back to box. Toss as he runs to first, lollipop throw, and there's 2 away here. For Evan Carter, your starting pitcher, see if he can help out his calls. Carter at the plate batting .381. 2 homers and 45 RBIs, leads the club in doubles with 12. Team batting average of .345 on the season. 2 away in the inning. Threat is your starter for Stewart County, and Evan Carter goes tonight in game 1 of the state tournament. Strike called inside part of the plate. And a strike two call. Carter taking all the way. He's in a hole. No balls and 2 strikes. So Eggleston opposite field fly ball to left. Wetzel a tapper back to the box, and Carter's in a hold 0-2 here. Fred gets his sign, he brings it, and it's inside and not by much, 1-2. Corey Russell's on deck, but the inning continues here. Top of the first, just got started. A long rain delay. In fact, probably the longest rain delay we've had all season. Everything else to this point, we ultimately canceled the game, but got to wait this thing out, and here we are. And a pitch belt high misses outside, count levels at 2-2. So a long wait, but guys, a little bit of everything out here to stay loose. Both teams, they get this thing going. 2-2 count. Threat brings it. Carter, bad handle, ground ball to the second baseman on 4 hops. Fields throws, got him. It's the inning. Cyclones go in order 1-2-3. Easy inning for the starter Threat. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Stewart County, the Rebels come up. No score. Obviously, after a half inning, you're listening to 2018 Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, brought to you by the great folks of Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our community even better. Carter County Bank is big on small business, locally owned and managed to support our first priority, Carter County and the people who live here. Visit any of our branches or go online to cartercountybank.com.
First pitch, ground ball. Daly at third to his left field. Throws. Got him. 1 down. Nice job, Matthew Daly. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the first inning. Thornton Gray's gone, and here is Brant Bramlett. Again, reminding you there is no video. A TSSAA rule, we can't video the game. It's all audio. So just let you know, some folks are saying we can't see it. Well, you're not going to see it. It's all audio here at the state tournament. Fastball, strike called, Evan Carter. Carter's numbers, Carter making his 9th start of the season, 36 innings of baseball with a record of 4-4, 42 hits, 26 runs, 19 of those earned. He's walked 14 and struck out 36. ERA of 3.68. Ground ball, base hit to right field. Seeing eye single into right field for Bramlett. First hit of the ball game for either team in the overcast and muggy conditions here in Smyrna, Tennessee. Hello, Sarah Snavely. Hello, Mike Brenninger, the head coach of Sullivan East, and Jordan Mitchell and Charles Anderson. Thank you all for watching wherever you may be. 1 out, 1 on here for the Stewart County Rebels. Here is Logan Beecham, the first baseman, and a fastball, strike called. Of course, the story on Evan Carter, as you know if you follow these broadcasts, as we go in deeper into the game, the stronger his kid gets. Only a sophomore is already verbally committed to go to Duke on a baseball scholarship. And just in the 10th grade, Carter brings it, and it's way outside. Good backhand by Perkins. Down to second he goes. Here's the throw, and he's safe. Whoa, he slid to the outfield side of the bag. Got away from Perkins, and Evans shoots one down to second base to the awaiting throw of Ethan Eggleston, but to no avail. He's in sliding safely. Hello, Nicholas Miller. Hello, Kim Miller. Thank you. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the first. Into the bat, foul to the backstop. And it goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So again, and I'll tell you throughout the broadcast, there is no, you're used to watching video during the regular season, no such animal here for the state tournament. That is a TSSAA rule. Pitching. Swing and a miss. Made him chase a bad pitch, and there's 2 down. And for Evan Carter, that is strikeout for Carter on the season.
Batting center fielder, number 20, Will Crane.
Number 37. And there's 2 down. Here's Crane, the cleanup batter, the center fielder. Hello, Chris Payne. Hello, Connie Heaton, Ryan Wetzel's great aunt. Grandmother listening with me. Hello, ladies. Pitch bounced up to gets away from Perkins. Runner coming down to third. He may have a shot. Throw to third, and he's in. Couple of pass balls from Perkins, and he's down to third defensively for the Cyclones. Let's set it up for you. Perkins behind the plate. Nick Johnson at first. At second, Ethan Eggleston. Shortstop, Corey Russell. Third, Matthew Daly. Left field tonight, Jacob Mullins. Center field, Ryan Wetzel. Right field is Lawson Wagner. Carter to the belt. 1-0 pitch. And it's a strike call. Nice pitch. Hello, Steve McCauley from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And hello to Debbie Hodges and Barb Robinson, the First Lady of Milligan Basketball. And my buddy Chris Payne. Like him. He's a nice one. Wind's kicking up here at the ballpark. 1-1 pitch. And it's inside 2-1. It is overcast. And we are scheduled to get another round of rain here. And hopefully that will not be the case. Because if it is, it's Brian's fault, and he won't eat tonight. 2-1 pitch. Popped up and out of play. Giving chase, first base side. And so the storm that was coming straight towards us moved to the right side of the field, and now that's where the wind's coming from. So I don't know if it's going to circle back around or not. Hello, Ronnie Hall. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, a runner at third. No score here in the bottom of the first. Evan Carter, your starting pitcher here this evening. Carter brings it, and it misses upstairs and not by much. Full count. Cyclone fans, pretty good contingency here. Saying, how about a called third strike, but to no avail. It's a full count. Hello to Vic White in Knoxville. Listening tonight. Carter, payoff pitch, and strike 3 call, got him. Rung him up, he's gone, and that's a big strikeout for Evan Carter. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave a man. We played 1 under threatening conditions, I can tell you that. We go to the second inning, no score. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, brought to you by some good folks like Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall.
Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, providing tax, accounting, and audit services in East Tennessee for over 50 years. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, the region's largest firm, and serves individuals, family businesses, healthcare, nonprofits, manufacturers, and many more industries. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall's Wealth Management, celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. BCS Wealth Management is a full-service financial firm, providing personal financial planning, investments, and group benefits. For more information, please call 423-282-4511. That's 282-4511, or on the web at bcscpa.com. That's bcscpa.com. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Here's Corey Russell, get us started the second inning here under threatening conditions. Hello to Tanya Morgan-Smith and Doug Fox and Ashley Andrews. Thanks, folks, for being with us. Here's Corey batting .382, a homer and a club-leading 46 RBIs. Drops a bunt, and he shoots it foul into the third base dugout of Stewart County. Hello, J.P. Nix. Hello to John Hutchins. Hey, there's Coach up here. We're going to get him on here in just a second. Our softball coach. Threat brings it. Corey, and it's downstairs. Good eye, and it's 1-1. Eggleston flies out to left in the first. Wetzel taps back to the box, and Carter ground out to shortstop. 1-2-3 inning for their starter, Andrew Threat. Threatt. 1-1 offering. Corey, bad handle fly ball right field. It could be interesting, but the wind swirling, and he'll make the catch. He broke back and broke to his left and finally came angling towards the first base foul line to make the catch. And there's one away. Corey's retired.
Batting for the Cyclones, catcher number 7, Evan Perkins.
Hello, Johnny Burleson. Hello to John Hutchins. Hello to Angie Peters. Hello to Jonathan Kim Morton. Tank Morrell. Thank you, folks. JP Nix watching and listening in not watching, but listening in Colorado. Again, no video in the 2SSAA and the state tournament. It's all audio. Here's Perkins. Evan was the man of the hour against West Green. A big clutch RBI single in the bottom of the 7th to win it. Perkins batting .414, a homer, and 37 knocks for Evan Perkins, our junior catcher. Hello, Tommy Richardson. Pitching inside, good eye, and it's 1-1. In defensively, you have Bramlett at third, Gray at short, Carroll at second, and Beecham in first for the Rebels. Swift behind the plate. Smith in left field, Crane in center, and Milliken in right. 1-1 pitch downstairs, good eye, 2-1. Hello, Brian Jenkins, and let's go Cyclones. We're going to talk to a really cool guy coming up here in the half inning. Our softball coach, Coach Harden's here. 2 balls and a strike, no score in the second. Pitching, Perkins downstairs, good eye off the shin guard of the catcher, and it runs to 3-1. Science Hill loses this afternoon from Northeast Tennessee, losing to Collierville 4-1 the final. So we'll go to the losers bracket tomorrow morning in AAA baseball. And the Unaka Lady Rangers were winning 3-0 in the 6th. There's a fly ball left field. That one's tagged. Going back, looking up, and he'll make the catch on the warning track. Turn him around 2 or 3 times. Evan gave it a ride, but it's a long fly ball. And there's 2 out of the inning. Boy, Smith went back and circled 2 or 3 times, and again with that wind blowing here. Although the wind has stopped swirling like it was on the, I say that, Old Glory kicks back up in left field, blowing right to left here. And Evan gave it a ride, but on the warning track, hauled in by Elijah Smith. There's 2 away now, and here is Logan Estep, the man of the hour. What he did Friday night against Knox Gibbs. First pitch, foul back. That one hit a light bulb and busted the light bulb in the light tower. How about that? He stepped 9 for 21 in postseason play, a double, a home run, 3 RBIs. 0-1 pitch, and it's inside. Strike 2 called. Ooh, 0-2. So Threats retired the first 5, I should say, he has faced. He stepped batting .379. There's a fly ball out in the right center field. That's well hit. Can he get to it? And they don't. He's got one. Takes a big turn. They bobble the ball. Goes into second. Sliding is in at second base. Logan Estep single to right. Bobbled the ball with the right fielder momentarily, and Logan races to second and is there for a 2-out base hit for the Cyclones. So here's Daly. Daly in the tournament, 9 for 21, 5 RBIs. Matthew Daly on the season. Daly batting .318, no homers and 17 RBIs. Runner at second, 2 out, no score. Hello, Vicki Johnson and Betty Perry and Rob Fritz. Here's a ground ball, shortstop. You have to back in, you have to hurry. Daly's got speed, he stretches. He got him. The first baseman stretched way out there to make that play. Nice job of the first baseman, Logan Beecham, to get Daly on a bang-bang play at first, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Let's keep it right here. And we'll talk to a dear, dear friend of Elizabethton sports. Put it on right like that right there. Coach Ken Harden's with us from the Lady Cyclones. Coach, pull that down right there. How you doing, my friend?
Doing great, sir.
Appreciate you coming up here and talking to us. Let's recap a great, great season for your Lady Cyclones.
First, let me say congrats to our baseball team. Fantastic job by Coach Preston and the rest of his staff and the kids. So proud of them, what they're doing, how they're representing the school. But also proud of our girls. They had a great season. Didn't finish like we wanted to, but played with everybody. And when you get beat by a 10-time state champion at the end of the season, you've come a long ways.
Kids have played well this year. And who are we losing off this team?
We lose the Breaky kid that was our pitcher, Macy West in center field, Macy Herman on short, which they're all going to be tough to replace. And we also lose Kelly Cunningham that pitched and played first base for us.
It's all about relationships, though, isn't it?
It is. The girls got along great this year, and they did last year, and that was the secret to why we had a couple of really good years there.
So tell me the numbers. How many years did you take them to the regional tournament?
I think it's 12 out of the 14. We've missed it 2 times since I've been coaching.
Let's talk about next year. I know this one just got finished up, but you're excited about next year's team. Who's coming back?
Very excited. We've got a lot of good kids back. Dillard. It's hard to mention all of them. Dillard Fair and Hannah Edwards will be our seniors next year, and looking for great things out of all 3 of those.
There you go. Coach Ken Harden with us, the softball coach of the Lady Cyclones. Hello to Crystal Van Huss. Hello to Martha Buck. Unaka has won their game. Hello, Barry Taylor watching. Thank you. Again, no video. TSSAA rules, audio only for the tournament. Here's Elijah Smith. No balls and a strike. Carter in the 2nd inning. No score. Evan brings it, and it's a strike 2 call. Nice pitch caught the outside corner. Coach, this is exciting. It's what it's all about. Get out into the big dance, isn't it?
It is. It's something to see, and I think Coach Preston's got his kids ready, and they're not nervous. They're playing well tonight.
Carter brings it, overhand, shoots it down the left field line. It is a foul ball. He roped it, but it's a long strike for the right-hand batting Elijah Smith, the left fielder. So what happens now, Coach? You have summer ball, or you get some time off, or what happens with our softball
give them
now?
a couple weeks off till after the dead period's over with, and then we start back. We do tryouts and do a couple nights a week to practice, and then most of them have a team that they play with during the summer, so they stay really busy.
There you go. Well, I appreciate you coming up here. Thank you, my friend.
It's great. Best of luck to Preston as much. Hope they come through tonight and win the whole thing.
You got it. Thank you, Coach. Great job, Coach Ken Harden with it. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, love talking to that guy. He's the eternal optimist. Thank you. Evan brings it. Ground ball here right on the screws to Corey. Russell Fields pumps, throws, got him. Nice job. He's got a cannon at shortstop, I'm telling you, and there's 2 down. Hello, Amy Hartley in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks again to Coach Harden stopping by. Here's Peyton Milliken, the right fielder. So Carter's given up a single, and that's been it. Coach Ken Harden, what a class act. What an honor it was to call those championship games coming out of the losers bracket to win the district tournament. Had to beat Unicoi County twice, and they did. Rob Fritz says he's one of the best coaches around. You're exactly right. So Amy Hartley, down and away, and it's 2-0. Listening down in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's how she says. She says Charlotte. 2 balls, no strikes, no score. Bottom of the 2nd. Carter delivers. Ground ball, slap foul, third base side. 2 balls and a strike. Elijah Smith a ground out to Corey Russell at short to start the inning. Carter with 2 punch outs now with 38 on the season for Evan Carter, the sophomore starter tonight. Pitching, shoots it, and Eggleston off his glove. Made a diving try, moving to his left. Sacrificed the body off his glove into shallow right field, and the Rebels have a 1-out base runner here in the 2nd inning. Second hit of the ball game now for Stewart County. Here's Tristan Swift, the catcher. Hello, Joe Nix, watching in Red Wing, Colorado. Thank you, my friend. 1 out, 1 on in the 2nd inning, no score. And when I say overcast skies, that's an understatement. Strike called. Of course, there's a game coming up next. Grundy County and Riverside comes in here next to play game 2. Hello, Bart Lyon from Johnson City. Dear friend. 0-1 pitch, and it's downstairs, and it's 1-1. And Science Hill loses today 4-1. Unaka's softball team, the Lady Rangers, win it. So they'll move into the winners bracket, a repeat from a year ago. And Science Hill will have to come out of the losers bracket tomorrow. Losing to Collierville this afternoon 4-1. 1-1 pitch. Foul off the face mask of the umpire. There's an Advil moment. Whew. That'll ring your bell. Goodness. Coach White's going to walk out and say, "You okay?" And when you're out there like that, as old Travis Tritt sings, you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. You don't let them know. Science Hill will play out of the losers bracket of the loser of the Rossview Siegel game being played in game 2, and those games being played up the road at Siegel High School. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Johnson holds on the runner at first. A 2-step lead. He creeps off the bag. Carter to the belt. Evan brings it. Comes over top, and it's a... Oh, spoke too soon. Misses 2-2. Carter comes 3/4 and comes overhand. And again, he'll pitch from the stretch even with the bases empty. But right now, you have a Rebel occupying first with 1 out here. Hello, Marcy Harden. Says, go Cyclones. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no score in the second. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him. Actually a foul tip. Strikeout swinging. That's the 3rd punch out of the ball game now for one Evan Carter, 2 out of the inning. His 39th punch out of the season so far. 2 away. Strikeout swinging. Here's Andrew Threat, the pitcher. Amy's watching at the Charlotte Knights Stadium and listening to me. Well, how about that? And a strike call. Nice pitch. Amy, go ahead and blow me a kiss. I'll see it from here, babe. Just go ahead and blow me one from down there in Charlotte Knights Stadium. I'll get it upside of my head. She ain't right. No balls and a strike. 2 out batter. Carter checks the runner to first. Checks him again. Gets his sign. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him on a pitch down and away, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. In defensively, Daly at third, Corey Russell at short. Second is Eggleston. Johnson holds the runner on the first. Perkins behind the plate. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Evan Carter, I told you, as he gets into the game, he gets into a groove. That's 4 strikeouts now. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave a man. They've left 2. We played 2. Hello, Catherine Cusack. Hello, Joseph Taylor. We go to the 3rd inning. It's moving right along. We're scoreless after 2. And the state AA baseball tournament from Smyrna, Tennessee. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, brought to you by folks like Tri-Cities Health.
Tri-Cities Health at 2208 West Elk Avenue in Elizabethton wants to help you develop a roadmap to get you healthy again. They offer individualized, state-of-the-art diagnostic testing and treatment plans to help you achieve optimal health. They can help you with anxiety, depression, asthma and allergies, back pain, cholesterol, fatigue, headaches and migraines, high blood pressure, poor sleep, restless leg syndrome, thyroid problems, weight gain and weight loss, fibromyalgia, and DOT physicals, just to name a few. They're a phone call away at 543-7000. 543-7000. Listening is the key to getting at the root cause of your health issues. And again, that will help you develop a roadmap to get you healthy again. For more information, call today. Tri-Cities Health in Elizabethton at 543-7000, a proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Back in Smyrna, Tennessee, they've gone for the tarp. We've got some lightning in the area, and they have temporarily put a halt to the ball game here. And I'm looking at Brian's radar, my new friend over here beside me, and it is orange and yellow and green all over the place. So, hello, Richard Tester from Pine Hill Road in Elizabethton. Andrew McKeon, one of our great sponsors, Carter County Banks. They put a stop to this game, and the folks are vacating the stands because there's some lightning in the area. So, we got a hold on this one. Unfortunately, because Evan Carter was putting on the show and is putting on the show. Hello to Connie Heaton. Hello to Marcy Harden. Loving the cowbell, yep. Cowbell was ringing, but it's going to be temporarily halted because the game's been put on hold here. They're going for the tarp down in left field, and it's pretty cool. You got Cyclones out there. You got grounds crew out there, and you've got some kids from Stewart County out there helping to get this field under tarp, as we got a break in the action, or stoppage in the action here at Smyrna High School. Cindy Ellis watching from Maryland. Thank you. Go Cyclones. So let's recap what's going on for Elizabeth. And we've batted twice. Eggleston, opposite field fly ball to left field, taken in by Elijah Smith. Wetzel taps back to the box. Carter grounds out to short at the 1-2-3 first. And the second for the Cyclones. Corey Russell hits a drive into right field. Fly ball caught. Perkins sends left fielder Elijah Smith to the warning track where he hauls in his drive. And then each step, Credit with a double into the gap in right center, or a single misplayed, but we're Elizabethton, we're going to give him a double. And Daly grounds out to end the, I just saw lightning over here. Saw it out of the corner of my eye, so it's not only down the first base line, it's down the third base line. Daly grounds out to short to end the first inning. I'm sorry, the second inning. for Elizabethton. So for Stewart County, they got a single in the first inning from Bramlett into right field and a seeing eye single with Peyton Milligan in the second. Carter has struck out 4 so far, so the numbers after 2 innings of baseball. Stewart County, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, they've left 2. And for the Cyclones, no run, 1 hit, no errors, they've left 1. So we are in a, what would you call it? Lightning? Storm delay? We have lightning now 9 miles away. Seek shelter immediately, coming off the National Weather Service. So we're in a holding pattern here in Smyrna, Tennessee. So the tarp, a large cream-colored tarp, goes from the edge of the shortstop and third base dirt all the way out to, obviously this is a natural grass surface, all the way out to the left field wall. And so there's no less than 25 or 30 players from both teams and grounds crew folks here trying to hurriedly get this thing down. And again, we are in a stoppage mode here temporarily. So we will take a break. We'll come right back and see what's happening here. What's going to continue to happen is we're in a delay. It's scoreless after 2 innings. Elizabethton and Stewart County will be right back after this fine word from ACFCU, one of our great sponsors of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
$10,500 in down payment assistance, and you could be eligible. That's right. Appalachian Community Federal Credit Union, helping more than 50 families achieve home ownership, and for many, down payment assistance has meant the difference between renting and owning. You could be eligible. For more information, go to the web at myacfcu.org. Appalachian Community Federal Credit Union, with branches in Gray, Johnson City, Rogersville, Kingsport, Jonesboro, Norton, Virginia, in Kentucky, Berea, McKee, and Booneville, Kentucky. myacfcu.org. $10,500 in down payment assistance, and you could be eligible. For more information, simply call 1-800-378-3778 or go to the web at myacfcu.org. Appalachian Community Federal Credit Union, proud member of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Back at Smyrna High School again, we're in I would say a rain delay, but it's not raining, but we're anticipating rain on the radar. We have some lightning strikes in the area. They have vacated the stands, or have been asked to vacate the stands. Some are still sitting over there in aluminum seats, but I guess they're on their own. Hello to Wanda Jones. Thank you for announcing. For the ones who could not be there, you're welcome. Hello to Riley Thompson. Hello to Betty Lacey. Hello to Brian Jenkins. Hello to Cindy Ellis watching from Maryland. We're pretty pumped about this. We're going to roll this right into football, too. We're going to be doing Elizabethton football. We're very excited about that. And basketball. We're just going to keep on keeping on broadcasting the Cyclones and Duggar. T.A. Duggar, and we're very, very excited about that. We're in a rain delay. We are in the top of the third inning. 2 innings in the books. It's a scoreless ball game. 0-0, obviously. That would mean scoreless. Hello, Connor Brown. So we hope to have a special guest coming up here in just a second. Now, I was incorrect. They've taken the tarp where they should have taken it, and they are. They brought it all the way down behind home plate, all the way out. It goes out into shallow center field. So they are making sure the infield. Hello, Carson. Making sure the infield is covered up. Thank you, Pastor Doug. Love you too, brother. So we have a break in the action. The tarp is on the field from home plate. Covers all the way down to first base. Covers it up all the way out to shallow center field, all the way down to third. So a complete blanket of tarpaulin out. Hello, Kelly Montgomery. Anticipating what could happen, and that would be some rain here in the area. We have lightning not that far away, so folks have kind of cleared the stands, at least on the Elizabethton side. They've moved out of here for the time being, so we're in a holding pattern. There he comes. We got a very special guest here we want to talk to. Man, you talking about somebody who's, hello Tony Briggs, hello to Kelly Montgomery, hello to Carson, hello to Connor Brown, hello to Jeanette Bradshaw, hello to Aaron Wiles. Thank you, kids. Hello, Kelly Montgomery. Got him listening tonight. We are joined, Rick Richardson, we're joined by our principal at Elizabethton High School, Josh Boatman. Good evening, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Be better if we get a little dry weather here.
A little dry weather would be nice, but hey, we started out great. Now the rains have started. The umbrellas have popped out here. So we got some rain. We're in a rain delay. School finishing up. We had a great year at Elizabethton High School. Tell me some really cool things that went on this year.
Yeah, it really has been a cool year. Academically, our kids are always great. We finished this school year with 18 of our students with 30 pluses on their ACTs. About 70 some kids that took an ACT and improved by 2 points off a first attempt. We had graduates this year that are one's been accepted to Yale on scholarship. We've got an acceptance to a Rome Scholars program at ETSU, and then obviously Nestor Grubb and his opportunity he's got is going to be really cool too. So just kind of a great year, a great senior class that we celebrated on Saturday at graduation. And just kind of a culmination of a great year.
Nestor Grubb, you don't know, got accepted to West Point, United States Military Academy. What an honor. How about our choir going to the Smithsonian in Washington? That's pretty impressive, too.
It really is. It's a great honor for them. Great experience for those kids to sing on a national stage and really get a perspective of national history. A chance to celebrate Memorial Day and sing in a very, very cool venue, take part in the parade in our nation's capital. Our fine arts programs are having an awesome year also. You have the band march at UT this year with the University of Tennessee band. Obviously did very well at state championship marching again in the fall. And then our drama department's also doing very well. They put on a few great plays this year. The fine arts programs are also doing very, very well at the high school. We're very proud of those.
A lot of great positive things happening at Elizabethton High School. We're talking to the principal, Josh Bowden. We're in a rain delay. The rain's peppering down now. It's coming down pretty good, unfortunately. So it's our second rain delay. And, of course, we stopped things here in a deadlock after 2 innings. Evan Carter on the mound pitching very well, 2 strikeouts. And so we hope to get this thing back going in a little while. They did get the tarp down. It covers from home plate all the way out to shallow center field, down to first base, down to third. So the infield, once this thing stops raining and once we get back to playing baseball, it won't take long to get us rolling because the infield is completely covered. Kelly says Corbin's going to Washington. So excited for them. Absolutely. There's just a lot of, we could be up here for hours. There's so many good things going on. It starts down to the grade schools in Elizabethton, up to Duggar, and now up to where your principal, Elizabethton High School. I guess what I've learned being around the school, no longer than I've been around, is the teachers are very passionate about their kids and about what they do.
They really are. I've never been around a faculty, and it's not just the high school, like you said, it's system-wide, where there's a genuine care for each individual student. We genuinely take pride in how our students do, and it starts out not just in the classroom, but in their academics. You come to any ball game and you see a handful of teachers there supporting the kids, taking interest in their lives. I know one of our elementary principals went to a birthday party at his school last week. And it's just that genuine care and love of our students that kind of sets us apart, I think.
Test scores, again, we're talking to Josh Bowman, our principal at Elizabethton. Test scores, they're as good as anybody around, let's face it. In big school, little school, across the state of Tennessee, we hold our own, don't we?
We do very well. We're consistently up in the upper tier of schools, especially in terms of ACT scores. We had a composite ACT score last year of 20.7, which is very, very good. And that's something we take pride in. It's a nationally accepted test that colleges nationwide look at to determine college readiness. And we do a great job of getting our kids ready. Our teachers do a great job. of getting those kids ready to go and ready for college. That's ultimately the next goal is college or, a job of some kind that's going to get them ready for life.
We're talking to Josh Bowden, the principal. We're in a rain delay here. We're scoreless after 2 innings. Connie Heaton says, what happens if it's rained out? Well, they're up here talking about that very topic because tomorrow there's already 3 games scheduled, 10 o'clock, 12:30, and 5 o'clock. So there's 2 games tonight. There's actually a game after our game, Grundy County and Riverside. So there's a lot of what-ifs out here floating around right now here. Although good sign is, which you can't see, again, TSSAA does not let us use video. It's audio only. But out beyond center field, there's kind of a orangey, pastel, pink sky, which tells me that whatever we're getting, and it's already stopped the rain, so we'll hopefully get back to baseball here pretty quick. But again, if it gets rained out, then there's lots of different scenarios for tomorrow. But let's hope that we can get this in. We're already through 2 innings of baseball, and again, representing this school, and it's not just the school, Josh. We're talking, you have Unaka, Science Hill, University High. In, let's see, baseball, you've got Elizabethton, Science Hill, University High, soccer, Dobbins Minute, softball, Unaka. Hope I didn't leave out anybody. So we're one of the few teams down here representing the entire Northeast Tennessee. And from what everything I can been told, our kids conduct themselves very gentlemanly-like, and we should be proud of them back home.
We definitely should. That's one of the things we get everywhere we go is commending on how well our students behave and how respectful they are, how mature they are, and just the great young men that they are. That applies to all of our sports programs. All of our coaches do a great job. Men's and women's sports across the board. We had our softball team within a couple innings of being down here also this year. And very proud of those guys. They made a run last year at the state tournament. But yes, we're very, very proud. And like you said, I was down by the field just a minute ago. The tournament official said that it's supposed to blow over pretty quickly, so we're hoping to get back started here soon.
Yep.
Evan's thrown a great game, and we'd like to get that going.
Oh, we got to get that mojo going. So it is an honor to come down and call these kids. It's a lot of fun calling Elizabethton because I've not been around a community that just kind of galvanized around themselves. I mean, this phone's popping. There's people from Maryland, Tennessee, or not Texas, Colorado, Florida that are listening to this broadcast. They're Cyclone fans. So, the tentacles go for orange and black way out there, and that's really neat. So you get a little bit of a break. When does school start back?
We start back first week of August this year. Teachers come back the 6th, 7th, and 8th for some professional development, First half day for kids is the 9th, I believe. It's a half day. So a little bit of a break for the teachers and kids to kind of recharge those batteries and get back going again. We're excited to have some good things going on next year at the school and can't wait to get started.
You got it. Anything going on positive, I want to promote it. And so I want to say thanks to you for letting me come down and do these games and be a part of the Elizabethton community. And orange and black, I like them Cyclones. So thanks a whole bunch. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You got it. Good man right there. Josh Boatman, again, the principal, Elizabethton High School. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're in a rain delay, but the skies are clearing. That's a good sign to get this thing back rolling because we're playing some really good baseball. It's scoreless after 2. We'll come back with more after you hear this from Blackburn Childers in Stegall. You're listening to 2018 Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, the 2018 Class AA State Baseball Tournament.
Blackburn Childers in Stegall, providing tax, accounting, and audit services in East Tennessee for over 50 years. Blackburn Childers in Stegall, the region's largest firm, and serves individuals, family businesses, healthcare, nonprofits, manufacturers, and many more industries. Blackburn Childers in Stegall's Wealth Management, celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. BCS Wealth Management is a full-service financial firm, providing personal financial planning, investments, and group benefits. For more information, please call 423-282-4511. That's 282-4511, or on the web at bcscpa.com. That's bcscpa.com. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
We'll be joined by Doug Fritz coming up here in just 2 minutes. Hello to Amanda Oaks Little. Thank you. And Chris Barber and Betty Perry and Roxy Bridgman. Hello, Roxy. We had Parker Hughes in Sunday school the other day. What a neat kid. Appreciate him very much. So, and I know you're proud of him as well. You should be. Unaka wins today, 3-0. Doug Fritz from the Johnson City Press is here. He's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. He's fouling the story, but the Unaka Lady Rangers, a repeat to the state tournament. It was a good reason to get back down here. They beat Gibson County today. Final score 3-0. So Unaka will play tomorrow at 5:30. So they've moved into the winners bracket with a 3-0 whitewashing of Gibson County. Science Hill, meanwhile, loses in baseball today, 4-1. And so Science Hill will move into the losers bracket game, losing 4-1 the final. And so Collierville moves on. And Science Hill comes out of the losers bracket tomorrow. They'll play at 10 o'clock against the loser of the Rossview Siegel games. So the Hilltoppers drop to 36-7. Collierville improves to 36-7. By the way, thanks to Josh Boatman, the principal at Elizabethton High School. I mean, you know, I'm going to preach here for just a second. We spend a lot of time in our society accenting and paying attention to the 2% knuckleheads that do wrong things. They seem to get all the attention. And the kids going in there every day doing good things, going to class, being good citizens, getting good grades, doing what they're supposed to do. We don't seem to, I don't think, is my personal opinion, I don't think we promote those kids enough. We always seem to accent the ones that do things wrong and get all the headlines. So my job, or it's going to be my job, is to promote the positive things happening not only at Elizabethton, but at Duggar and also the grade schools too, because it's a very, very good school system, I have learned. And so appreciate Josh Boatman coming up here. Hello, Betty Perry. Hello to Paul Daly. Hello, Chris Berry. We're in a rain delay. Rain slowing down, then pick back up. Now it's slowing back down. The skies are, well, it's a beautiful sunset out beyond Centerfield where the rain came. So I'm thinking that we're going to be able to get this thing going here in just a minute or two. We're scoreless in the second inning. Evan Carter's come out of the box with 4 big strikeouts already. He's on fire. So let's run down what else is going on down here. Let's start with the AAA State Baseball. Again, Science Hill loses to Collierville 4-1. Rossview and Siegel playing on the other side of that bracket. Rossview at 29-12, Siegel at 30-8. Also on the other side of the AAA bracket, you have Arlington at 17-11 and Stewart's Creek at 21-15, taking on Brentwood 26-8, and in Seymour on the other side of that particular bracket. Aaron Wiles says fist bump to that, my friend. There you go. We don't talk enough good things about what goes on in our kids and our school systems. We're going to, as long as I'm behind this microphone. AA baseball, again, we're scoreless in the second. Elizabethton and Stewart County. Grundy County and Riverside will play the second game tonight. Then down the road in Blackman, Greenville was winning. They were winning the game. They win, Doug. Did Greenville win? Brian, can you check it for me, please, sir? Brian's bucking for that McRib sandwich is what he's bucking for. He's bucking for dinner. Greenville 24-11 against Smith County 22-11. Also out of the AA, let's see, Greenville final. Greenville wins 3-0. Thank you, my friend. That is awesome. So Green Devils win. They go to the winners bracket of the AA. Wouldn't that be a fluke if we end up playing them down here again? Smith County drops down to the losers bracket. And so they will play, Greenville plays tomorrow at 12:30 in Blackman. T.A. Duggar's at the Nats game in D.C., but we're listening to the Cyclones. Well, thank you. So in the nation's capital, listening to the Cyclones. Thank you very much, Chris Berry and the folks. So Greenville wins AA baseball. They beat Smith County 3-0. Unaka wins in softball. They won their ball game 3-0. Science Hill loses in baseball 4-1, and our game in a rain delay temporarily as the rain has stopped. Well, it's lightening up. I'm not going to, or slacking up, not lightening up, slacking up a little bit. Yes, David Campbell, no video. TSSAA prohibits video. It's all audio here in the state tournament this year and every year. So we'll do audio and continue to do so. Quick break. We'll come right back, and we'll see if we can get Doug Fritz on for a few minutes. Again, final score, Greenville beat Smith County on the other side of the AA bracket 3-0. Final score, Collierville 4, Science Hill 1 in AAA baseball. Final in softball, Unaka's Lady Rangers beat Gibson County 3-0. So the Lady Rangers put themselves in the winner's bracket. They will play, by the way, tomorrow evening at 5:30. And they'll play the winner of the Sale Creek-Houston County game. Greenville plays the winner of the Forest-Covington game. Covington, by the way, in AA baseball on the other side of the bracket. There's 8 teams, of course. We're on one side of the bracket, the Smyrna bracket, and the Blackman bracket, which is where they're playing. Thank you, David Campbell. I'm glad I'm here, too. Greenville plays Covington, who finished 3rd in the state in this tournament last year. CAK won the AA state tournament a year ago. University High plays at 6:30 tonight against Loretto, the defending state champion, with the first-round draft pick many say is going to be where he's headed. Ryan Weathers, young man whose father pitched in the bigs. He is the starting pitcher for Loretto, the defending state champion from a year ago. So that's who University High plays at 7:30. Hello, Chris Carter and Jacob Whitaker. Hello, Jacob Whitaker. Jacob's in Sunday school class. Hello, Jacob. He's a great kid, too. So that's what's going on here in Smyrna, Tennessee. Light rain falling. Lights are on. The sun, the rain looks like we're just down to some raindrops now. Lightning and thunder has moved on, so hopefully this thing's going to wind itself down and we can get back to baseball. We're scoreless after 2, Elizabethton and Stewart County. Stewart County at 24-6, the Rebels. And for the Cyclones, of course, winners of 7 in a row, they're 26-8. As you look in this AA state tournament, there is teams that have won championships in the past. Riverside, the team plays next. They've won 3 state championships as recently as 2012. Covington has won 2 state championships as recently as 2006. What's that, 12 years ago? Elizabethton's been in the state tournament. This is our 3rd appearance. Last time we were here, 2013. Our state tournament record, by the way, is 3-5. Greenville has made one other state appearance back 2016, 2 years ago. They are 0-2 in state tournament play, but winning today, they're now 1-2. Hello, Adam Wiles. You're as cool as the backside of a pillow. I can't believe I said that. Lordy have mercy. That guy's all right there. Adam and his lovely bride, Erin. State tournament, Smith County, the Owls. They've been to 2 state tournament appearances as recently as 2012. They're 4-4. Of course, Stewart County, our opponent, this is their first ever state tournament appearance for the Rebels out of Dover, Tennessee. They got here, by the way, by winning the regional over Giles County 5-2, lost to Forest 3-2, then beat Sycamore in the sectional 5-4. Grundy County, the Yellow Jackets, also in the state tournament. Hello, Jeremy Hodge. State tournament history, they've had 3 state tournament appearances as recently as 2004. And also Forest High School out of Chapel Hill, Tennessee. The Rockets have been to the state tournament. This is their 3rd trip out. And they are 3-6 in state tournament play. So it kind of gives you a tale of the tape of the 8 teams in this year's AA state tournament. Past champions, Covington, 2-time state champion. Riverside, a 3-time state champion. And on the other side of the coin, Stewart County, our opponent tonight, making their first tournament appearance ever. Elizabethton, our 3rd state tournament appearance in the history of the school, most recently 2013. And in the state tournament, our overall record in 8 games, we are 3 wins and 5 losses. More from Smyrna, Tennessee. Lights are on. Sky is a beautiful orange sunset evening here. There is just a little bit of rain falling. The thunder and lightning have moved on down the trail, and so we hope to get back to baseball coming up here in just a few minutes. Again, we are scoreless through 2 innings. Elizabethton and Stewart County. Back with more after this from one of our great sponsors, the folks from Tri-Cities Health. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Tri-Cities Health at 2208 West Elk Avenue in Elizabethton wants to help you develop a roadmap to get you healthy again. They offer individualized, state-of-the-art diagnostic testing and treatment plans to help you achieve optimal health. They can help you with anxiety, depression, asthma and allergies, back pain, cholesterol, fatigue, headaches and migraines, high blood pressure, poor sleep, restless leg syndrome, thyroid problems, weight gain and weight loss, fibromyalgia, and DOT physicals, just to name a few. They're a phone call away at 543-7000. 543-7000. Listening is the key to getting at the root cause of your health issues. And again, that will help you develop a roadmap to get you healthy again. For more information, call today. Tri-Cities Health in Elizabethton at 543-7000, a proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Back at Smyrna, yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike side again. We are here again. Hello to Mary Ellen Malone in West Virginia watching, and Jeremy Hodge, and Jason Sally, and Timmy and Stephanie Garland. And Sophia and Nathan McKeon say, go Cyclones. Thank you, Andrew. And Sophia and Nathan say, go Cyclones. As we're here talking to my buddy Doug Fritz from the Johnson City Press. It's been an interesting day down here, big guy. Kind of recap what you know so far. Again, down here shooting pictures and reporting for the Johnson City Press. What you got so far, big guy?
Well, where do you want to start? With
AAA baseball.
AAA baseball. Science Hill went into that game knowing that they were going to face a tough team in Collierville with a deep pitching staff. They had 11 shutouts in the last 15 games. And Collierville didn't throw the guy I thought they would throw. They went with another guy, Calitri or something like that. And he shut Science Hill down. He gave up a solo homer to David Bryant in the 6th inning, and that was Science Hill's only run. Science Hill loaded the bases in the 6th. Had Chance Hall coming up to the plate, but he got I believe Calitri got a strikeout there. And Collierville put together 3 straight doubles, I think it was, in the 4th inning, I believe. Got a 4-0 lead, made it work.
Made it hold up, right? They won 4-1.
They won 4-1.
So Science Hill drops to the losers bracket. They'll play tomorrow morning early.
Yep. And as Ryan Wagner told me yesterday or whenever it was, I was chatting with him when DB lost down here last year in the first game. The coach from one of the coaches down here said, hey, we lost our first game. Came back and won 5 in a row, won the state championship. So it can be done. It's just tough. You got to win 5 in a row. So no more slip-ups, and they can't get to Brandon Feathers unless they win 2 more games. So.
Wants to hello to Jason Sally, Timmy and Stephanie Garland, Justin Smith. Travis Pinnell says, let's go Cyclones, proud of our young men. Hello to April England. Hello, young lady. Hello to Ray Birchfield. Good luck, Cyclones. So we're in a rain delay. Sun's popped out down below beyond the left field fence. Wish I could show you the picture. It's a beautiful sunset. So the rain is, I'm watching the tarp. There's a little bit of sprinkles out there, but looks like we're going to get back to baseball here in a few minutes. We're scoreless and going into the 3rd. We are the visitors by coin flip. Justin Smith says, good luck, Cyclones, from Marco Island. How come he's there and we're here?
What's up with that, Justin?
Yeah, man. He's got his big toes in the water there at Marco Island. Hello to Sandy Shell. Doug Fritz with us from the Johnson City Press in this rain delay. Science Hill loses. Greenville wins 3-0 over Gibson County. So the Green Devils move on into the AA winners bracket tomorrow. They're playing their games at Blackman. We're playing all of our games here at Smyrna. So there's 4 teams here at Smyrna, and there's 4 teams in Blackman. Greenville wins 3-0.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see Elizabethton and Greenville come out of this thing. That doesn't mean they're the 2 best teams. We haven't, we've only seen bits and pieces here of Stewart County, but the big dogs are out. CAK's in Division II now. Spring Hill's not down here this year. Elizabethton put Gibbs out. Greenville put Pigeon Forge out. We'll see what happens. Covington's still down there, as you've mentioned, but, there's some good baseball in Northeast Tennessee this year, as proven by Science Hill, Elizabethton, Greenville, University High, and others. Tennessee High was a pretty good ball team this year, too, and DB wasn't their usual caliber, but Science Hill only beat them 1-0, and I think they had a couple of one-run games with them, so.
We're talking to our buddy Doug Fritz and Johnson City Press. So then speaking of University High, they've got a tough task tonight against Loretta. Loretto, I should say, the defending state champion, has got a kid that's the real deal. Tell me about this matchup.
Ryan Weathers is just a beast out there. He had, I believe it was 18 strikeouts in a recent game, and he throws strikes. He throws a ridiculous amount of strikes. I figured up his last 2 games, he's thrown 142 pitches, 114 of them for strikes. Nobody does that, especially not a left-hander. You got a left-hander with that kind of control, it's no wonder he's probably going to be a first-round draft pick. And whether he'll go to Vanderbilt or go to the show, or the pros rather, that remains to be seen. But University High, one thing that Coach Petty said, his kids can dig in because they know they're going to be seeing strikes. They don't have to go up there with fear. The kid's got great command. So dig in and take a big rip and kind of do the John Smoltz thing, take a big rip, and maybe you'll hit it hard and it'll go somewhere.
Sun's popped out down the left field line and behind the Smyrna baseball scoreboard, so hopefully we get this thing rolling. We're in a rain delay in we played 2. It's a scoreless ball game, Elizabethton and Stewart County. The Unaka Lady Rangers, back down here from a year ago, right out of the gate, get a big win today.
Yeah,
congratulations to them.
Totally different setup. Last year they had to come in and play Good Pasture, which was just really unfair for Unaka, tiny school like that, to play a private school like Good Pasture that's won multiple AA state championships and just loaded with talent. This is the first time Unaka's come in, not the first time in a while they've come in the game where they really had a chance to win and more of a level playing field. And they made it work, got a shutout from Corey Schutler, got 3 doubles from Madison Pierce. Unaka started the game double, and took a 2-0 lead and then just made it work. And they got probably going to get Sell Creek next, and that's going to be a whole different animal. But, they're wanting to make history. Unaka's never won 2 games in a row, so they're wanting to do that.
Greenville said beat Gibson County. They did not beat Smith County. So Greenville's in the winner's bracket tomorrow at 12:30 at Blackman. Again, Science Hill goes to the loser's bracket. They will play tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock against the loser of Rossview and Siegel. And neither one of those are easy. There's nobody easy down here now.
No, I think Siegel being at home's got a good chance of beating Rossview, and Science Hill, probably would rather see Rossville than having to play an elimination game against Siegel on their home field, but you never know.
And then the Unaka Lady Rangers, they win. They beat Gibson County 3-0. They will play tomorrow evening at 5:30 at the Starplex here in Murfreesboro, down the road in Murfreesboro. So good news, good sign. We've got players coming out of the dugouts to get the tarp off the field. Yay! We're getting ready to go back to baseball here.
Got a couple other local teams, DB Girls Tennis, playing the 3-time defending state champions Brentwood. Don't know a final, but I do know that Dobbins Bennett lost in the state semifinal girls team tennis. And DB Soccer coming down, maybe thinking they were going to win it, thinking they had the type of team. They were 19-0-2 and ranked number 2 in the state. They got clipped in the quarterfinals. They got beat 2-1 by Blackman. So DB season comes to an end. No double elimination in soccer. It's one and done. So they're out of it, but a great, great season. That's their first loss, and it's tough to come down here and get your first loss. Elizabethton girls basketball did that twice, and it's a hard thing. It's a really difficult thing to be undefeated in state tournament and come down here and lose for the first time.
So we can read all about what's going on down here tomorrow by you and Jeff Birchfield of the Johnson City Press, right?
Yeah, and I just want to give a shout-out to my co-worker, Jeff Birchfield. I kind of got caught in no man's land here, not knowing where to leave here to go back, and Jeff's just like a U-Haul. He's just putting it all in his trailer, and he's just loading up, and he's carrying the weight tonight, and just really appreciate him and all the effort that he puts in. So you'll see a lot of Jeff Birchfield tomorrow, not because I'm not trying, but because everything is kind of clumped together, and so one guy had to go one place and the other the other. So
there you go. We totally understand. Thank you, my friend. Good job. Doug Fritz, Johnson City Press, here with us again. We're live. The tarp's getting ready to come off. We're getting ready to get a team effort, literally, between Stewart County and Elizabethton to roll this tarp off the field. It goes from home plate all the way out to shallow center field, and so they're about to roll this tarp off. We're about to go to the third inning. The Cyclones will be batting. We've played 2. We're scoreless. And hello to Brian Jenkins, and hello to Angie Barker. Great job, Rangers. Go Cyclones. Andrew McKeon is watching. Thank you. Again, one of our great sponsors are about to play, as a matter of fact, Carter County Bank. We're very pleased that we're going to roll this thing right into football season. So we hope that you'll join us in football as well. Football, basketball, baseball. We're going to be doing some Duggar sports. So we're very excited about the future here on this internet broadcast and also Facebook. Facebook, TomTaylorSports.com, and the internet, TomTaylorSports.com, on the website, and the Facebook page, The Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, no video down here. It's all audio, but we're bringing it to you. And sun's out. Tarp's getting ready to come off. We're getting ready to do baseball. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're scoreless after 2. Cyclones will be batting. We'll get back to action here in a few minutes, and we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll run down the bigs, see what's happening in Big League Baseball. We'll do that coming up next year as we're live at Smyrna High School. You are listening to Elizabethton Cyclone 2018 Class AA State Tournament Baseball action. We'll be right back after this from Champion Chevrolet.
GM employee pricing, 20% off MSRP. Wow, with these savings, now's the time to purchase a new Chevy at the area's #1 Chevy dealer, Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. 18 Silverado Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. 18 Cruisin' Malibu LT, 20% off MSRP. 18 Trax and Equinox, $6,000 off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and remember our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our community even better. Carter County Bank is big on small business. Local.
Back at Smyrna, Tennessee, we're in a rain delay, although the Tarps getting ready to come off. We're scoreless in the second inning. Cyclones visitors will bat here in the top of the third. We've met a new friend here. Hello, Melissa Green, by the way. Hello, Jason Sally. Go Cyclones, go Rangers, making Carter County proud. You better believe it. Our new friend is Brian from the TSSAA. How you doing, big guy?
Good.
Doing
How
good?
are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. And so you're going to be my big league scoreboard update guy. So what's going on in the bigs right now? It's a busy night tonight in big league baseball, and tell me who's playing where and what's going on, would you please?
All right. Well, I've got 2 scores right here. Boston Red Sox leading the Tampa Bay Rays 3-1 in the top of the 5th. And the Baltimore Orioles and Chicago White Sox scoreless in Chicago in the top of the 2nd. And once my phone decides to work here, I'll get you more scores.
So, who's the best team in baseball right now, in your humble opinion?
My humble opinion, I might be biased with this one, but I would have to say the Boston Red Sox.
Red Sox.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, I know the Yankees are right there with them, but Mookie Betts and JD Martinez, they're just playing so well right now, both very capable of winning AL MVP right now.
And I understand Mookie Betts is from this neck of the woods, which I did not know. So
yes.
He is from...
He's from Nashville.
From Nashville?
Yes.
Overton? Nashville, Overton. So, well, those who follow the evil empire would argue that point, because Yankee fans say they got the best team in baseball with Gregorius and Judge and, of course, Stanton. Who's the 4th guy that's jacking them out? There's 4 guys that have hit over double-digit home runs.
Gary Sanchez?
Thank you, Gary
yes.
Sanchez. So the evil empire fans would say the Yankees are the best team. Out in center field is number 2. There's a guy that's pitching for the Yankees that played here at Smyrna, and Sonny Gray, and so he's the real deal, and he's gone from here to the bigs and doing very well for the Yankees, but he played here for the Smyrna Bulldogs, which is pretty impressive. So,
yeah.
So Red Sox, Yankees tied. They were going into the game tonight for the division lead in the East. Who's been a big disappointment for you so far?
I would have to say the Washington Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
I had them winning the World Series, and Nationals, biggest disappointment, biggest surprise, Atlanta Braves.
Atlanta Braves, no question.
I thought they would have one more year or two and we would be seeing these numbers, but I tell you what, Ozzie Albies, Acuna, they are
those guys are
tearing
on fire.
It up.
Yep.
Well,
no question.
I do have more scores if you would
Fire
like.
away, yes, sir.
All right, in the top of the 4th, the Cleveland Indians are ahead of the Chicago Cubs in Wrigley, 4-0 in the top of the 4th. San Diego Padres ahead of the Washington Nationals 1-0 going into the bottom of the 5th. The Atlanta Braves up on the Philadelphia Phillies 1-0 in the top of the 5th. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim are down to the Toronto Blue Jays 5-2 in Toronto in the bottom of the 5th. The Pittsburgh Pirates and Cincinnati Reds scoreless in Cincinnati in the bottom of the 1st. Miami Marlins up on the New York Mets at Citi Field 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 4th in Milwaukee, Arizona Diamondbacks and the Brewers scoreless in the bottom of the 4th. And the New York Yankees are down to the Texas Rangers 4-0 in the bottom of the 2nd in Texas. The Detroit Tigers and Minnesota Twins are scoreless in the Twin Cities in the bottom of the 2nd. The San Francisco Giants and Houston Astros are scoreless in Houston as they just finished the 2nd inning there. And the Kansas City Royals just got a run, just got updated. They just tied the St. Louis Cardinals in St. Louis, tied at 1. And then there's 2 more games that have not started yet. The Los Angeles Dodgers play the Rockies in LA starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and Seattle Mariners face the Oakland Athletics in Oakland. That game starts at 9:05.
There you go. That's a big league update. Thank you, Brian. Good man. Thank you.
No problem.
Give me some
Thank
taters.
you.
You are going to go to McDonald's and get a McRib, and you're going to get a milkshake too.
Yay!
Yes, you have. You're back. These guys are fun up here in this press box. I'm telling you, we got to be fun. We've been around each other for 3 or 4 hours, so we've had a good time. Both teams coming out of the dugouts. Again, the rain is lightening up here. Hello to the First Lady of Cyclone Football, Katie Whitten, is watching and listening. Thank you, ma'am. And also Wanda Jones and Jason Sally says they're pulling the tarps, and they are. We're in a rain delay. We're in the 2nd inning. Hey, speaking of a guy by the name of Whitten, do not forget you want to be there for the 16th Annual Youth Football Camp on Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 16th. He's brought guys in there over the years that are just phenomenal. No charge. It's the 16th Annual Youth Football Camp put on by Jason Whitten, who's now going to be in the broadcast booth. And so we want to tell you ages 7 through 12 from 9 to noon, ages 13 through 18, the second session, 1:30 to 4:30, Father's Day weekend on Saturday, June 16th. Go to Jason Whitten, number 82, which is his number.com. JasonWhitten82.com, one of the classiest guys I've ever been around, along with his brothers. They're awesome, and their granddaddy loved Dave Ryder. And so JasonWhitten82.com. Again, that's where you go to get registered. No charge. Saturday, June 16th, Jason will be in town. He's brought in a number of Cowboy players back throughout the years of this going on. 16th Annual Youth Football Camp. Cyclone Wrestling Booster Club hosting a dinner fundraiser at Big Dan's Barbecue coming up this coming Thursday night from 5 to 8. This will help offset the cost of the upcoming wrestling camp for high school. So if you can support the Cyclone Wrestling Booster Club, please do that at Big Dan's Barbecue. I've never been there. You can go over and get me some grub out at some barbecue at Big Dan's. That'll be on Thursday, this coming Thursday from 5 to 8. And so if you are hungry and want to help the Cyclone Wrestling Club, they're having a fundraiser at Dan's Barbecue in Elizabethton on Thursday night this week from 5 to 8. Sullivan East coach Mike Brenninger did a phenomenal job this year watching. Thank you, my friend. Cindy James watching. Adam Copeland. Jordan Mitchell. The Reds just scored a run. Popped up on my phone. Reds lead the Pirates 1-0. Go Cyclones from Weston and Erie Collins. There you go. Weston and Erie Collins. We're in a rain delay. Again, they are out there milling around, and it looks like both teams are out beginning to loosen up a little bit. There's just a very, very light rain falling right now. The sun has popped out, what's left of it, and the sunset is beautiful evening here in Middle Tennessee. And so hello to Brandon Collins from Weston and Erie Collins, and also hello to Wayne Kelly. Thank you, says Go Cyclones. So rain, just a very, very light drizzle coming down right now. So we hope to get this thing back underway. Scoreless after 2 innings of action. Evan Carter, your starting pitcher, has punched out 4 Stewart County Rebels. We've got 1 hit right before we call the game of the rain delay. Evan Perkins and Elijah Smith, a left fielder to the warning track, and a deep drive. And then also Logan Eastep shot one into the gap in right center that their right fielder Peyton Milligan pulled in, but so we've hit him pretty good. Their ace, Andrew Threat. So we'll see if we can pick back up and continue that coming up here in just a few minutes. So coming out of the dugout, going to get the tarp off. We've been given the word. Let me finish this wrestling camp fundraiser before it goes away here. I got to read fast. Come grab some dinner and help the Elizabethton High School wrestling team at Big Dan's this Thursday. Some of the best barbecue in East Tennessee. The guys have worked really hard this year. Looking forward to the camp with Penn State legend Kyle, I hope I'm saying this right, Kyle Sanderson. Help them get to camp. And also a car wash this coming Saturday at Taco John's from 11 to 3. This is the Elizabethton High School Wrestling Booster Club fundraiser Thursday night at Big Dan's. And also a car wash this Saturday at Taco John's from 11 to 3. That's why I'm here to let you know what's going on and the tarp's coming off. Yay! I love it. We're getting ready to get back to baseball. The big tarp's coming off, and the pitcher's mound and the home plate mini circular tarp is being pulled back. And that means we're not that far away from baseball. Jonathan Kim Morton said, I'd love to see it a Cyclone wrestling match next season. I'd love to do the PA at a Cyclone wrestling match next season. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. It ain't Bristol Motor Speedway, but you know what? That's all right. Cyclone wrestling match next season. That'd be neat. Hello, Wayne Kelly. Says, go Cyclones. So, Connie Heaton goes, woohoo! All right. So, this is a lot of fun, folks. Again, no video. It's all audio. Reba Whitehead says, good luck, Cyclones. So, Patricia Parker. Hello, Miss Patricia, watching. Debbie Hyder-Hodges watching. So, tarps are coming off, folks. Players will be getting loosened up, and we're getting ready to get back to baseball. We're in the AA state tournament in Smyrna, Tennessee, the land of the Bulldogs. May I say, this is a very, very nice ballpark. Very nice ballpark. Again, the dimensions we got started, didn't really get a chance to tell you. 335 down the lines, 370 the straightaway center. And it's been a well-manicured, nice ballpark. And my man's still here with me, so what's your take so far, what you've seen in this basement? We only played 2 innings, but what's been your take so far of the game?
Well, I mean, I think the scoreboard says it all. 3 hits combined between these two teams, and you said it before, Carter with 4 strikeouts. I think it's been the pitching. We have a great pitching duel, and I really don't see this game being a hitter-friendly game at all. I see the pitching dominating here, and I don't know, I'm guessing maybe like 3-2, 2-1 final. Very close, very competitive game. Great baseball game.
I think you're exactly right. It's going to be very tight. And, of course, the winner will come back out and play tomorrow at 12:30 against the winner of the next game, Grundy County Riverside. The loser will go into the loser's bracket game back out here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. We'll have either one of them for you. And so we're going as far as they go. And, quite frankly, I want to bring back a state championship to Northeast Tennessee and to Elizabethton and to Carter County. That's what I want. So I want to hoist a flag or hoist a ring or hoist something. We get back. So long way to go, obviously. Some great baseball teams. Again, we are ranked. Hello, Molly Glover. I don't know if you know this. We are ranked as the number 2 team in this tournament behind Covington as far as the ratings. Covington finished 3rd last year in the state tournament. And so the Cyclones are ranked out of the 8 teams at number 2 ranked out of the 8 here in AA baseball. So pretty lofty perch for our baseball team, and well deserved. One of our great sponsors, 3 locations, Physical Therapy Services of Tennessee. Of course, that would be Danny Smith and Justin and the great folks. The mission of Physical Therapy Services to get and provide quality-based physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech pathology services to Northeast Tennessee, Western North Carolina, and Southwest Virginia. They do orthopedic, sports, and pediatric rehab. They want to be the premier center of all 3 of those in Northeast Tennessee. They want to continue to provide quality educational programs for physical therapists, occupational therapists, speech pathologists, coaches, and the general public. And also to provide sideline and courtside coverage of local high school athletic events. Thank you again to Physical Therapy Services of Tennessee. 3 locations, 2 on West Elk Avenue in Elizabeth and 1 on East Main Street in Johnson City. And the number is 543-0073. Tarp is being rolled up, folks. The infield is dry. Stewart County Rebels down the left field line. They are black and gold. They have black tops, gold numerals Our black numerals trimmed out in gold and gray bottoms. Cyclones in all orange, and both teams loosening up here, and we're not far away from resuming. I know we're going into the 9 o'clock hour back in the Tri-Cities, but hey, this is a barn burner here. We are scoreless going into the third inning. For the Cyclones, again, so far, Ethan Eggleston led the game off with an opposite field drive to left field, caught by Elijah Smith. Wetzel tapped back to the box to Threat. Andrew Threat, the starting pitcher, and Carter ends the first inning 1-2-3 in the ground out to short. In the second, with the wind blowing, the skies threatening, Corey Russell flies out deep into right field. Evan Perkins took the left field to the warning track in deep left field before he hauled in the deep drive. Eastep gets a double. Logan Eastep a two-bagger, and then Daly grounds out to short to end the threat. And so the Cyclones threw 2 at-bats, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And for Stewart County through their 2 at-bats, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, they've stranded 2. And so we're about to resume play here. It is a pretty mammoth task to take a tarp. Hello, Michael Miller. Hello to Ronnie Hall, and hello to Molly Glover, and hello to Misty Peters-Taylor, and hello to John Snodgrass. It's a mammoth undertaking to take a tarp that covered from home plate out to center field and roll it up and get it off the field. So there's probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, about 25 guys out there rolling this thing up. Cyclone players, Rebel players, and regular yellow shirt grounds crew guys trying to get this place ready to go to resume this baseball game scoreless after 2 innings. Let's run down the postseason for Elizabethton. They've won 7 straight games. They got things started at TVA Credit Union Ballpark by beating Happy Valley 12-2 in 5 innings. Beat Sullivan East 14-0 in 5. Beat Unicoi County 11-0 in 6. Cyclones win the district championship with a 7-1 win over Unicoi County. Corey Russell named the district tournament MVP. Regional semis, Evan Perkins, 7th inning heroics. Game-winning RBI, Perkins. We beat a good pesky West Green team 3-2. Win the regional championship 9-4 over Greenville. And then in a game that I'll never forget, I'm telling you, I still get goosebumps thinking about last Friday night. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Logan Eastep. Corey Russell dancing around the bag down at third. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2-2 tie, and Eastep plants one into right field. Game-winning RBI. Earns us the trip down here, winning 3-2 in 8 innings. In the postseason, we've outscored our opponents 59-11. Hello, J.P. Nix in Colorado. Hello, Melissa Owens-Trim. Hello, Jared Ellis. The crowd is coming back in here. A lot of orange and black down the first base line behind the dugout. So we're getting ready to get back at it here in just a few minutes. Hello, Rob Fritz. Ryan Presnell, by the way, celebrating his wedding anniversary today. How about that? He and Mrs. Presnell obviously here watching the game. Their 14th wedding anniversary today. So happy anniversary to Coach P and Mrs. Presnell, the First Lady of Cyclone Baseball. Presnell, his first year 18-15. Last year 20-12. This year still going, obviously, 26-8. Gives you a total of, in 3 seasons, 64-35 for Ryan Presnell. Hello, Julie White Murphy. And so Presnell, just this year and last year alone, really got this machine humming. 46-20 over the last 2 years and still playing, obviously. Hello to Darius Hensley, the mayor of Beelog, North Carolina. Oh, baby, here we go. Danny's cranking them up. Here comes John Paul, George, and Ringo. Oh, yeah, that's an old man's music right there now. That's good stuff. Way to go, Danny. Riley Baker Thompson, thank you, says go Cyclones. Cyclones out of the first base dugout. They are grooming around the shortstop area. They're grooming around first base area. They've got a gator out there dragging the field, the infield, to get it loosened up. So we're not that far away from resuming this baseball game. A 0-0 deadlock heading into the 3rd inning. Evan Carter for Elizabethton, your starter. And Andrew Threat, your starter for the black and gold from Dover, Tennessee, the Stewart County Rebels. Hello, Charles Anderson. Before we go to the break and get ready to crank this thing back up. Yeah. Jason Zally says, speaking of the game, I'll never forget, how about Unaka winning 2-1 over North Green in 13 innings? My knee still hurt. Yep. Watched the highlights on TV. And, yeah, what a win by the Lady Rangers. Awesome. Here's the postseason numbers for our baseball team. We have played 4 in the district, 2 regional games and a sectional, total of 7 games. Ethan Eggleston 9 for 23, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, 5 walks, scored 10 times on leadoff spot. Ryan Wetzel in tournament play 7 for 20, a triple and RBI, 7 walks, scored 7 times. Evan Carter 8 for 20 in the postseason, 2 doubles, 9 RBIs, 7 walks, and has scored 9 times. Corey Russell 6 for 20 in postseason play, a double, a triple, 8 RBIs, a walk, and has scored 5 times. Evan Perkins, the man on fire in this tournament, at 11 for 25, 2 doubles. He's driven in 9 runs and scored 4 times. Logan Estep, 9 for 21, a double, a home run, 3 RBIs, 3 walks, has scored 4 times. Matthew Daly, 9 for 21. He's driven in 5 runs, walked twice, and scored twice. Nick Johnson, 4 for 23, an RBI, a walk, scored 3 times. And Jacob Mullins, only 12 at-bats. He's 3 for 12 in 12 at-bats with an RBI and 3 walks. So that is the numbers of this baseball team in postseason. So, again, this is the first of 2. Grundy County and Riverside play this next game. And they're going to be burning the midnight oil, it looks like, to get this one in the second game. Blue skies above us. A beautiful, beautiful, after all the rain and the lightning and the thunder and the wind, a beautiful, beautiful sunset here in Smyrna, Tennessee. Probably much the same back in the mountains of East Tennessee. And let me just say this is a pretty place down here, but the mountains look nice back up in northeast Tennessee. I'm telling you, I love my mountains. So, but this is a very, very nice place down there, and they've done a great job, Smyrna, this baseball field. Still rolling up that tarp, but the Rebels are loosening up down the left field line. Cyclones just kind of hanging around at first base dugout. They are loosey-goosey, I can tell you that. And so, again, let's recap the bracketing that we've got to this point before we take a break. Again, Elizabethton and Stewart County here. Game 2, Grundy County 23-10, and Riverside 24-9 will play next. That's all in the Smyrna side of the bracket. In the Blackman bracket at Blackman High School, Greenville's won today. They beat Smith County 3-0. Greenville moves into the winners bracket. They'll play tomorrow 12:30 against the winner of Forest and Covington. Forest at 22-15. Covington finishing third here a year ago at 32-9. Covington, the only returning team from last year's state tournament competition when CAK won it all here a year ago. We'll take a break, come right back, loosening up, ready to go, we hope, soon for baseball. We're here again at Smyrna, Tennessee. You're listening to the 2018 Class AA State Baseball Tournament involving your Elizabethton Cyclones, brought to you by a place I love to frequent, Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. I was talking to Tommy Tipton, who's down here. I said, when do the peach milkshakes come out? He said, 1st of June. Lawsy mercy. I can flat wear it out. The peach milkshakes. We are scoreless after 2. Rain delay about over. About to get back to action. We'll come back after this. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's chicken minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Gym employee pricing, 20% off MSRP. Wow, with these savings, now's the time to purchase a new Chevy at the area's #1 Chevy dealer, Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. 18 Silverado Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. 18 Cruisin' Malibu LT, 20% off MSRP. 18 Trax and Equinox, $6,000 off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and remember our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
We played 2, we're scoreless. Both teams milling around out in front of the dugouts. Hello to Gary and Sherry Nelson and Jen Bacon Treadway and Jasper Rash. Again, we're scoreless. We've played 2. Cyclones have the double by Logan Estep. and they've got a couple of base hits, and Evan Carter is fan 4 here. He's been in a groove. It'll be interesting to see what kind of impact this delay has on both starting pitchers. One of the benefits we have is a deep, deep bullpen. We can go way deep if need be. The Logan Easthead, by the way, is looking in the double department. That would be his 11th double of the season. Team number 53 in 2018. So Easthead with that 11th double, the only hit of the ball game, happening in the second inning. Hello to Tank Morrell. Let me tell you about Sprint. If you're a cell phone connoisseur, Sprint's got some great deals going on right now. The new iPhone 10 with new activation, only $20 at Sprint in Johnson City and Elizabethton. How about this one? This is the newest one. Ronnie told me about this yesterday. When you activate a new iPad, the 6th generation, it's only $99. They sold 8. And I talked to him yesterday at 4 o'clock. They'd already sold 8 in the Johnson City store. The new iPad 6th generation, only $99. You save over $300. Also, you have 5 lines for $100 good to the end of June. 5 lines for $100. Hello, Vince Red. Getting ready to go into the Carter County Hall of Fame. And also, if you switch to Sprint and bring your own device, you get a free month service. And if you're an existing Sprint customer, refer someone to Sprint. Both parties, you and the party you refer, get $50. How about that? All this going on at Sprint, both in Elizabethton and Johnson City. They're on North Run Street in front of Longhorn Steakhouse. And Elizabethton beside Beef O'Brady's. Remember, with all limited data plans, there's free Hulu with Sprint. Again, this new one, the new iPad 6th generation, only $99. You save over $300 when you go to Sprint. You get this new iPad 6th generation. So the crowd's back in the seats. Both teams ready. We have a gator out going around one more time around shortstop. That was the area of concern. Took a lot of rain. Again, we have a pastel orange and baby blue sky above us here. Down the left field line as the sun sets over the left field wall. Again, the dimensions here, 335 down the lines, 370 in straightaway center. And they are just now getting that tarp rolled off the wall. That's what's holding us up. They're all pointing down to the left-hand corner of the field. There's about 15, 20 guys now just pushing their guts out, trying to roll this big, huge tarp into the corner out of the playing area so the left fielders, when they make a play down the left field foul line, won't crash into the tarp that's rolled up. That's what we're waiting on. Let's give you some numbers on this baseball team. Team batting average for Elizabethton at .345 as a team. With Eastep's double in the second inning, they have 53 doubles as a team, 17 triples. They've had 6 home runs this year. 2 from Evan Carter, 2 from Logan Eastep, 1 from Evan Perkins, and 1 from Corey Russell. Total of 6. They've scored 287 runs. Cyclones have walked 148 times. They've struck out as a team. Hello, Nina Gooch. Hello, Betty Lacey. They have struck out as a team 167 times through, you can do the math, 34 ball games. That's not a lot of Ks. And then you look at the pitching staff for this baseball team. Team ERA of 2.52. And Evan Carter now in 38 innings of baseball has given up 2 hits tonight. So that's a total of 44 hits.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, Regions Bank, the Tennessee Dairies Farmers, Vanderbilt Sports Medicine, Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital, Game Changer, Wilson Sporting Goods, and Action Picks EN for their support of the TSSAA Championships.
Hello, Travis Royston. Hello to Nina Googe. Again, when Danny's talking, that means it's a good time. We're getting ready to get back and play baseball. We have the umpires back. That's the key. When the men in blue come back out of the clubhouse and they're down the third base line, we're not too far away from getting back to baseball. Hello, Tommy Tipton. Bring me a peach milkshake, except they're not out yet. But they got the Frosted Sunrise at Chick-fil-A, and it is awesome. Frosted Sunrise, the Dream Ice, what's it called, Just Made? No. Gosh, it went totally blank. The orange juice. And whip it into that vanilla ice cream. Less calories in the milkshake. And it is awesome. Hello, Teresa Deal. Go Cyclones. You're right. Umpires are coming out on the field here. We're getting ready to crank this thing back up. Big thank you to the men in yellow down there, the crew, to get this field ready. They've done a yeoman's job. And out on the field go the Stewart County Rebels, getting ready to come back to baseball here. So Andrew Threat. Hello, Coach Ken Harden. Thank you for coming up and being our guest earlier in the broadcast. Melissa Birchfield. Let's get this party started, right? Let's get us a W and get back out here tomorrow in the winner's bracket. We're playing a very, very good baseball team. Threat getting his warm-ups. Let's reset the defense. Tristan Swift behind home plate. Logan Beecham at first. Brandon Carroll at second. Thornton Gray at short. Brant Bramlett at third defensively for Stewart County. Elijah Smith in left, Will Crane in center, and Peyton Milligan in right field. Throw down, warm-ups complete. We're ready to go here to start the third inning in a scoreless ball game.
Leading off the top of the third for the Cyclones, number 6, left fielder, Jacob Mullins.
We're back to baseball here after a rain delay. And here's Jacob Mullins. The cowbell's ringing here for the Cyclones, and Threat brings it, and here we go. Squares the bunt, does so. It's a foul ball. Third base side, trickled up the line, strike one. Mullins batting .333 on the season, no homers and 4 RBIs. So he dribbles one up the third base line, a foul ball, and so he'll come back and pick up his aluminum stick and try it again. 3 for 12 in postseason, an RBI and 3 walks now for your left fielder tonight, Jacob Mullins. He's there because Evan Carter's your starting pitcher. And in right field is Lawson Wagner defensively. Threat gets his sign, brings it, and it's down and away. Good eye, and it's 1-1. So we're back to the top of the third here. Baseball resuming here at the land of the Bulldogs in Smyrna, Tennessee. Hello, Nancy Sarvis. We got him watching. I counted 9 states. Thank you. 1-1 pitch, and it's a curveball. Nice pitch, strike called. Fooled him 1-2. On deck will be Nick Johnson. It's 8-9-1 here in the third. No score. Threat nods. He said he'll bring it. Pours the plate with the 1-2 pitch, and it misses upstairs. Evens up 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cyclones with 1 base hit, the 11th 2-bagger of the season for Logan Estep. We wasted him, left him out on the bases in the second. 2-2 pitch. Popped him up, backing out of play, and the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Elizabethton Cyclone football starts July the 9th. We'll crank him up for Sean Whitten and the Cyclones, and we're loaded for Barron football. 2-2 offering to Mullins, swing and a miss. Got away from the catcher. He'll run down to first, and he'll throw, and he's there. Mullins is on.
Number 24, Nick Johnson.
So Mullins trots to first, beats out the throw that goes to the wickets for the catcher to the backstop, and here's Johnson. In a short backstop here behind it, right beneath us, but enough to get him down to first base, become a leadoff man here in the third inning in a scoreless ball game. Here's Johnson. Left-hand batting first base and batting .250, no homers and 13 knocks. Threat brings it. Johnson, bat handle pop, backing out of play. Hello, Betty Perry. So Mullins, strike 3, beat throw through the wickets and down to first base. Goes Jacob Mullins, the lead runner here in a scoreless ball game in the third. Go to first, pick him off. Threat, pickoff play, gone. Mullins picked off at first, 1-3 in the pickoff, one away. So Mullins got hung out to dry. Threat, a great pickoff move. Hello, JP Nix. In Colorado, here's Johnson, another bad handle foul, backing out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. So Mullins reaches first and is picked off. Back in action after a long rain delay, and again a beautiful, beautiful sunset here. Got pastel pink, pastel blue, beautiful night here at the ballpark after the rain has come and gone. 0-2 pitch to Johnson. It's down and away, good eye, 1-2. Hello to Andy Thaxton in West Virginia watching. Tommy Turbyfield. Hello, Tommy, or Tom. Yours truly, Tom Taylor. Mike Side from Smyrna, Tennessee. A scoreless ball game in the third. Threat, 1-2 pitch. Shoots it. That is a base hit to left field. Over there to cut it off, Elijah Smith, and gets it right back in a hurry for a one-out single for Johnson. Base hit number 2 of the ball game for the Cyclones. We go to the top of the order to Ethan Eggleston.
After that for the Cyclones, second baseman number 21, Ethan Eggleston.
The Eggman comes in batting .364, no homers and 18 RBIs. Men on base batting a very healthy .424. He drove one to left field to lead off the ball game way back then in the first inning, an opposite field fly ball that was taken in by Elijah Smith. So if you missed it earlier, Science Hill loses earlier tonight 4-1 in the AAA tournament. Unaca's Lady Rangers win in softball 3-0. And Greenville wins 3-0. First pitch, a hack and a foul back down the left field line, strike 1. Well, hello to Trish Hardley. Hello, young lady. One of the nicest ladies in the world. And Crystal Van Huss, hello to you, young lady. Appreciate all you folks watching. We got 9 states dialed in here, including the great state of Tennessee back home. No balls and a strike. Off the bag at first, very precariously because the last man got picked off there. Throwing upstairs, good eye Eggleston, and it's 1-1. 1 out, 1 on in the third. No score on deck is Wetzel. If you don't have your tickets on a totally opposite conversation, we're inside of 90 days to the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race at Bristol. Ooh, baby. The big boys are coming in August the 17th. You need to get your tickets. Pitching, and it's strike 2 call to Eggleston. Go to BristolSpeedway.com, BristolMotorspeedway.com, and get your tickets. Hello, Diana Sales. The man's coming back to try and sweep it again. Kyle Busch, who took all 3 races last year. And, of course, they've moved the truck race to Thursday night now, so it's 3 straight nights of racing. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the world's last great Coliseum. Eggleston back in. 1 ball, 2 strike count. 1 out, 1 on. No score in the third. Cyclones the visitors here in the top of the inning. Threat to the belt brings it. And it hit him. Hit batsman will take it down to second. Trots Johnson to first, goes Eggleston. Even more importantly now is that pickoff play at first. Here's Ryan Wetzel. Had a check swing tapper back to the box to the pitcher Threat back in the first inning. So Wetzel settles in, batting with men on base, .553. And he's got a chance to do damage out here. Runners at second and first, 1 out here in the third. A little uprising here for the Cyclones out of Carter County. All orange. Orange tops and bottoms, black numerals. Threat to the belt. Checks the runners out at second and first. He'll deliver the first offering to Wetzel, and a bad handle pop. First base side giving chase. It's backing out of play. And it's strike 1. Hello, Martha Buck. Hope you're feeling better. So Estep's double and Johnson single. Both teams a couple of base hits. So Wetzel back in here after a, how long was the rain delay? 45 minutes, roughly. Yep, 45 minutes to an hour. Man, what a beautiful evening we got now here. Cyclones got something going here. At second and first, one away. Threat being very deliberate between pitches. Here's the 0-1 offering, and it's downstairs. Good eye, Wetzel, and it's 1-1. Hello, Tony Briggs. I want to send out a big thank you for what he has done all these years, and I hope he gets well soon. I don't know his status. I know he's sick. He's under the weather. Longtime Cyclone play-by-play man Johnny Holtzlaw. Heard that he is not feeling well, and I hope he gets well soon. 1-1 pitch downstairs, 2-1. Good eye, Wetzel. Hello, Amanda Oaks Little. One of the pioneers of the craft, Johnny Holtzlaw. Many, many, many years calling Cyclone sports, and we're pulling for you, big guy. And suddenly, the fast delivery by Threat has slowed down considerably. He understands the importance of this inning. 2-1 pitch. And it's a shot to right field as a fall, and it does. Base hit. Wetzel does his job. And we've got Cyclones on all three bases now. Everybody had to wait to see if it was going to fall because the right fielder, Milliken, charged in, fell in front of him, and a little flare to right field. Base hit number 2 of the inning, 3 of the ball game, and they're juiced up now for Evan Carter, the Duke.
Number 11, Evan Carter.
The Duke University signee, only a sophomore, your starting pitcher, and so, well, not a signee, but a verbal commitment to go to Duke. And hello to David Campbell, hello to Rick Richardson. So here's Carter. Carter with a chance to do major damage to help his cause. 2 homers and 45 RBIs, bats .571 with men on. We got him loaded up here in the third. Pitching way outside on a bell high fastball, ball 1. Hello, Barb Robinson, the first lady of Milligan basketball. Elizabethton High School Athletic Parent Organization. Way to go, Ryan. You got it. Bases juiced. Ducks on the pond. Can we deliver? Carter, swing and a miss. Fence busting, didn't get it. 1-1. Nice pitch by Threat. Double E-step, single Johnson, single Wetzel. 3 base hits in the ball game. Bases occupied. Johnson at third. Second is Eggleston with a hit batsman. And a single by Wetzel stands at first. 1-1 pitch, and it's strike 2 call to Carter. Hello, Brooke Hambrick Vance. Go Cyclones, she says. Corey Russell on deck. Cyclones at all 3 bases. Base hit will get you some runs here. A 1-2 count to Carter. Twirls that bat. 1-2 pitch. And he shoots a ground ball to the second baseman. Nobody's at first. Everybody save. A run scores. First baseman tried to play it. It snuck under his glove. The second baseman fielded the ball. Nobody at first to throw it to. All hands safe. RBI. 1-0 Cyclones. Carter drives in his 46th RBI of the season, and the bases stay full. RBI, 1-0 Cyclones. Johnson scores. Eggleston stops at third. Wetzel at second. Carter at first will probably get a courtesy runner. We do. Colton Miller is running at first for the pitcher. And so an RBI for Evan Carter. That's Ribby number 47.
Cyclones, number 10, Colton Miller. Now batting number 4, Corey Russell.
Here's your district tournament MVP, Corey Russell. RBI Carter, 1-0 Cyclones. Base is still full, 1 out. Cody Pope says, woohoo! There you go. Here's Corey. First pitch, foul back, big hack by number 4. Batting .382, men on base batting .549. Leads the team in RBIs with 46, although Carter just tied him in the RBI department for the team leadership. From the windup, Threat. 0-1 pitch, way inside, off the glove of the catcher. And he started down from third, Eggleston, and he'll put on the brakes about 6 steps down the bases. Again, not a very deep backstop here, so if it gets away from the catcher, which it did, not a whole lot of room to run, and Eggleston knows that, as does Coach Presnell, and he puts the brakes on him. So we got a run on 3 base hits here this inning, only 1 away, and still batting with Evan Perkins on deck here. Pitcher and catcher talk, have a little meeting at the mound. 1 out, 1 in, base is still loaded here. Hello, Steve Tolley. Hello to Melissa Birchfield Nichols. Hello to Sandy Shell. Got folks in Maryland watching and listening. Thank you. All audio, no video. 1-1 pitch, Threat. Delivers. And it's a bad handle pop. First base side, foul ground. It's actually a fair ball. Catch made. Eggleston comes down the line, and he'll dance back into third base. There's 2 away. So Corey flies out to right, now pops out to the first baseman, and there's 2 down here. Inning continues for Evan Perkins. Perkins drove him to the fence. Perkins took him to the warning track in his first and only at bat back in the second inning. In a deep drive, Elijah Smith went up against the fence and made the catch. Hello to Jules Brent Roberts watching tonight or listening. Again, for clarification, TSSAA allows no video, but all the audio you want to on the internet, and here he is. Here's Perkins. Base hit gives you more than a 1-0 lead here. Threat delivers. First pitch upstairs. Good eye to Evan. Ball 1. Perkins was at 7th inning heroics on Monday night a week when we defeated West Green to start the regional. Bottom of the 7th, 2 strikes, and drove in the game-winning RBI. 1-0 pitch to the catcher. And he popped him up on the infield. Playable ball. The catcher says, they don't get it. Everybody's safe. It fell in front of home plate, and everybody's safe. And now a run down, and there's nobody back at second, and he's going to be safe back there. The runner, Colton Miller, came all the way down to third and had to scamper back to second, but nobody there to throw it to. The catcher missed the pop-up in front of home plate. It's a fair ball. Run scores. Everybody's safe. Miller was a dead duck, but nobody out at second to cover the bag for Stewart County. How do you score that one? Infield hit, E2. Bottom line, another run in. Run scores, and it's a 2-0 ball game. Eggleston's in. And here is Logan Eastep, had a double and a 2-bagger in the gap in right center his first time up. Base is still loaded. And a first pitch foul back our way, strike 1. So Eggleston scores, Johnson scores. We lead 2-0 here in the third. 2 runs on 3 base hits. Araba, the catcher. That is a get out of the inning pop-up in front of home plate. Big curveball, caught the outside corner, and it's 0-2. So Johnson scores, Eggleston scores, Wetzel down at third, and Cody's running Miller at second, and at first base is Perkins with the error, and there's a foul back. Eastep being a tough customer. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 in here in the third. Cyclones lead 2-0. Threat delivers, and a swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the inning. But a good one for the lads from Carter County. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. We leave them full, but we got 2 on the board. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Cyclones. We'll see what kind of delay for Evan Carter. We'll come back and see how he can pitch after an hour or about a 45-minute delay. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's chicken minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Pat Benatar hit me their best shot. She'll be in Kingsport for Fun Fest later on this summer in concert. Cyclones play 2 in the top of the inning. Carter back after. Let's give you his numbers. Again, if you missed it earlier, making his 9th start of the season at 4-4. Evan's gone 38 innings of baseball now. He has given up 44 hits and struck out 38. Hello, Ivan Sanders. 9-1-2 for Stewart County, and a 2-0 Cyclone lead in the third. Here's Carroll, the second baseman. He'll get his first look at Evan Carter. Carter has 4 punch-outs in the ball game, with a total of 40 now in the season. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1, I guess. Strikeout Beecham, strikeout Crane in the first, and he struck out Swift and Threat before the rains came in the second. 1-0 pitch, and it's strike call to the knees. That one dropped off the table. Thank you, Mike Warner. Thanks for giving the score often a trait of a good sportscaster. Well, Thank you. 1-1 count, Carter to the belt. Pitching, the base is empty from the windup. Ground ball back up the middle, and it's Corey knocks it down at short, but can't come up with an infield hit. He knocked it down. He went about 5 or 6 steps to his left behind second. Infield base hit. Nice job of Corey to knock it down. Base hit number 3 now. Here's Gray, top of the order, so the tying run right back on the batter's box area for the Stewart County Rebels again. Blacktops. Black numerals trimmed out in gold and gray breeches. Hello, Hadley Townsend. Hello to Angie Peters. And hello to Ivan Sanders. Carter, first pitch, upstairs, ball 1. Gray grounded out to Matthew Daly to start the ball game way back in the first inning a long time ago. We had about I think Danny said about a 45-minute rain delay. So it's been a while since this kid had an at-bat. Johnson holds on the runner at first, tying run to the plate, 2-0 ball game. Pitching, and it's a strike called. 1-1. On deck is Brant Bramlett, the Stewart County third baseman. Carter nods his head and brings it, and it's a ground ball slap foul, third base side. Bramlett single in the first, Milliken single in the second. Carroll infield hit here. That's been it. Katina Bricky, hello. Carter leans in, gets his sign from Evan Perkins, nods his head. Here comes the 1-2, and up throws to first, and back in diving safely as your base runner. Again, Mullins got picked off over there earlier in the ball game for Elizabethton, so Carter with a pretty good pickoff move for a right-hander. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him. He's out of there. Strikeout swinging. Punch out number 5 now for Evan Carter. He dropped that one completely off the table. What a way. 41st strikeout of the season, number 5 of the ball game now for Carter. He'll go to work on Brant Bramlett, who singled back in the first inning. It's funny, I saw Carter before the game and said, guess I'm showing my age. I said, you ever heard of Bonnie Raitt? Here's a bounce up, gets away from Perkins down to second, pass ball. Got away from Perkins momentarily. Anyway, he said, Bonnie Raitt. I said, yeah, she's got a song. Give him something to talk about. I said, give us something to talk about up here tonight. He said, he just looked at me like, okay. He had no clue who I was talking about. Guess I'm showing my age. Carter steps off the rubber, as does your one-out batter, Brant Bramlett. Steps back out of the box, right-hand batter. 2-0 Cyclones, tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the third of a scheduled 7. Pitching, taking down and away, and it's 2-0. J.P. Nix back in Red Wing, Colorado, are listening. Thank you. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, 1 on here in the third. Carter delivers the 2-0, and it's a fastball. Caught the outside corner, belt high, 2-1. As we've said, Evan Carter gets stronger as the game goes on. But, as we've said, both pitchers experienced about a 45-minute rain delay. So we'll see. Of course, these guys are 16, 17 years old. That ain't going to bother them. 2-1 pitch, fly ball, past the leaping Corey Russell. Into the gap, over to get it is Mullins. 1 run scores. It's a 2-1 ball game. He'll get it back in. RBI single for Brant Bramlett. He's 2 for 2. A line shot over the leaping Corey Russell into left field. Runner scores. 2-1 ball game. It continues now as Carroll scores. And here's Logan Beecham, struck out swinging his only plate appearance back in the first. An RBI for Bramlett. He's 2 for 2 in that 2 spot. It's a 2-1 ball game. Hello, Justin Smith and Marco Island watching today, or tonight. Thank you. Pitching, taking upstairs, ball 1. Carroll infield hit. Gray strikes out swinging. Bramlett RBI single. 2-1 ball game, Cyclones in the bottom of the third. And it's bounced up there. It's off of the shin guard of Perkins. And down to second goes Bramlett in scoring position. Both teams with now 4 base hits. Very pleasant evening here at the ballpark. But the good old Tennessee humidity's kicked in. Good crowd down here from Carter County. A lot of orange and black. Making about a 4-hour trip down here. 2-0 pitch. It's upstairs, 3-0. Carter's body language, he wanted that one, and he's behind now 3-0. He's got to give him something to take a hike at. Will Crane's on deck. Carter checks the runner at second, and it's ball 4-on-4. First walk of the ball game for Evan Carter. That is walk number 15 of the season. That brings Reed Casey immediately out of the first base dugout, the Cyclone pitching coach, to talk to his man. Bullpen is inside the fence, so he's just going to check him out, make sure he's okay. And again, you may see the effects of this 45-minute delay to a certain degree. But again, these guys are 16, 17-year-old kids. You think a delay to help? You think it'll bother a 16, 17-year-old kid? Good? Good? Well, wouldn't bother Doug Fritz. Wouldn't. Hello, Mary Ellen in West Virginia watching. Thank you. Umpire goes out to break it up. Coach Casey and Evan Perkins and Evan Carter. Tying round at second. Go-ahead run is at first for Will Crane, who struck out on a called third to end the first inning. Cyclones 2, Stewart County 1 in the state AA baseball tournament in Smyrna, Tennessee, Metro Nashville. Bunts, third base side, off the mound, fielding Carter. Fields, throws, and he's safe. Bunt single, came off the mound just a smidgen. Fielded it and snapped a throw, but good speed for Crane, beat it out. And so Rebels have got him loaded. Third hit of the inning, I should say. And number 5 of the ball game now for Stewart County. Here's Elijah Smith, who led off the second inning with a ground out to Corey at shortstop. 1 out, bases juiced here for the Rebels. Pitch, curveball, hung it. Strike call, nice pitch. Well, hello, Aaron Wiles. She's going to have a fabulous Bible school at Hunter Memorial Baptist Church. She's the director. In July. Pitching, bunting, here comes the suicide, and he made no contact, and Perkins held on to it. Smart play by Evan Perkins. Great job as the third base runner was coming. Tried to make contact, did not. Perkins dropped the ball, then held on to it on the backhand out of the box. That saves a run, and the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Great job by Evan Perkins. Hello, Brian Jenkins. 0-2 pitch. And he reaches out, pops it up on the infield. That's exactly what we want. Russell makes the catch, 2 down. That is textbook what you want in this situation. A pop on the infield, 2 out. Now you concentrate solely on the 2-out batter, Peyton Milligan. Milligan a single, his first at bat back in the second. 1 run on 3 base hits here in the bottom of the third for Stewart County. Cyclones still lead 2-1, tying run down at third with 2 outs. And a pitch downstairs, ball 1. Conventional thinking would have you do just that and say you'll see Trey Shound tomorrow. Or Matthew Daly, one of the two, pitching very well in postseason. 1-0 pitch, and it's downstairs 2-0. No place to put him now, you got to throw to him. Bases loaded, 2-1 ball game here in the third. Carroll came in on an RBI single by Bramlett. So Rebels at all 3 bases. Carter working from the stretch down 2-0. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. Fastball, strike called. Belt high, 2-1. Evan Carter twirling that ball in his bare right hand, gets his signal from his catcher, and he'll bring the 2-1. And it's downstairs, ball 3. 3-1. And you can cut it with a knife here. It's Got some drama going here, and you're supposed to. 3-1 pitch. It's the state tournament. Strike 2 call. Nice pitch, Carter, on a comeback pitch. Ran it in on his hands, and it's full count. Hello to David White, listening in Thayer, Missouri. So we got the Show Me State listening tonight. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. 3-2. The 2-out batter. He struck him out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the inning. Made him chase a bad pitch, strike out swinging, and that is the inning. But the Rebels get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave them full. We played 3. It's a dandy. Elizabethton 2, Stewart County 1. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, brought to you by the good folks from Tri-Cities Health.
Tri-Cities Health at 2208 West Elk Avenue in Elizabethton wants to help you develop a roadmap to get you healthy again. They offer individualized, state-of-the-art diagnostic testing and treatment plans to help you achieve optimal health. They can help you with anxiety, depression, asthma and allergies, back pain, cholesterol, fatigue, headaches and migraines, high blood pressure, poor sleep, restless leg syndrome, thyroid problems, weight gain and weight loss, fibromyalgia, and DOT physicals, just to name a few. They're a phone call away at 543-7000. 543-7000. Listening is the key to getting at the root cause of your health issues. And again, that will help you develop a roadmap to get you healthy again. For more information, call today. Tri-Cities Health in Elizabethton at 543-7000, a proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
3 inning totals. Evan Carter strike out huge, had a bases full, and he rears back and gets that 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Number 15, Matthew Daly.
Daly, Mullins, and Johnson will come at you with 7, 8, 9 at the bottom of the order here in the 4th inning in a 2-1 lead. Hello, Carter Davidson. Hello to Ronnie All. Hello to Rick Richardson. And a pitch misses, ball 1. Hello to Linda Presnell saying go Cyclones. We got them all over the place. Now Missouri's listening tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's a strike call. Nice pitch by Threat. Daly grounded out to the shortstop. He's only at bat back in the 2nd. Hello, Stephanie Tolley. Daly 9 for 21 in this tournament with 5 RBIs. And a ground ball. Base hit down the left field line. He'll make the turn, and Daly has a leadoff single. Takes a big turn at first. He ropes it down the third base line, past a good effort by Bramlett into left field for a leadoff single for the Cyclones. So Matthew Daly. Base hit number 5 now for the Cyclones. Lead man on, and the 2-1 leaders, Mullins. Mullins struck out. It got to first when it went to the wickets of the catcher, and then got picked off at first. Threat, snap throw, and back in standing, Matthew Daly. We are in the top of the 4th inning with scheduled 7. Cyclones 2, Stewart County 1. David White says, attaboy, Matthew Daly from Missouri. Threat brings it, squares the bunt, pulls it back, and it misses upstairs. Good eye by Mullins. They will appeal. Or did he? Nope, I'm sorry. The catcher just pointed, directing traffic to his shortstop and second baseman. Hello, Mark Newman. Mullins waits on the pitch. 1-0 count, squares the bunt, pulls it back, strike called. Beneath, 1-1. E-step double in the 2nd. Single Wetzel. RBI single Carter, single Johnson in the 3rd, and a leadoff single by Daly here in the 4th. 5-0 total, 2-1 Cyclones here in the top of the 4th. Hello, Marcy Harden. Throw to first, back in, diving in this time to the outfield side of the bag. First time went in standing up. Coach White over there. Hello to Vic and Carol White listening in Knoxville. Thank you. That would be Coach White's mama and daddy. Threat brings it. 1-1, squares the bunt. Does so. Third base side. Pretty good when third baseman charges. Throws. Sacrifice completed. Job done. Good job. Mullins does it. Sack bunt. 5-3 on the putout. Runner down to second, which is the objective, to move him down And he did, and there's one away for Nick Johnson.
Down for that first baseman, number 24, Nick Johnson.
Johnson singled his first time up, an opposite field single. Hey, Candy Craig, how you doing, lady? Thanks for being there at the EHS. Thank you for sponsoring the ball games. We appreciate that very much, too. Here's Nick, the runner at second in scoring position. Threat brings it. Johnson wanted to, held off, and it's a good thing. Misses outside, ball one. ACFCU, one of our great sponsors here in the broadcast. 2-1 Cyclones here in the top of the fourth inning. Threat checks him at second, brings it. Johnson downstairs, good eye, blocked by Tristan Swift. Keeps it in front of him. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Again, the dimensions here, 335 down the lines and 370 in straightaway center's field. A natural grass, very well taken care of Smyrna Bulldog ballpark. 2 balls, no strikes. Threat checks him at second, brings it. Johnson, and it's downstairs, good eye, 3-0. On deck, the top of the order here. Go Goudas, a.k.a. Nick Johnson. I guess that's how you say it. G-U-D-A-S, Go Goudas. And we're very excited. We will be bringing you Elizabethton Cyclone football here on the Facebook. With the exception of the first game against Science Hill, we'll be at the track doing some announcing at the Speedway. But after August 17th, we'll have all the ball games for you with football. Hello, Tommy Richardson, listening from Stony Creek. Good place to be from. 3-0 pitch. Brings it. Johnson takes it. Strike call. 3-1. That one looked pretty from here. I believe I'd have taken a hack at it, but he was told to hold off. Johnson batting 304 with men on base. He's got one out there. A 2-1 lead here in the Cyclones in the fourth. Threat checks him again and brings it. And it's a swing and a miss. And the pitch down and away, and it's full count now. So credit Threat being down 3-0 has rallied back to run it to a full count here against Nick Johnson. Eggleston on deck, top of the order. Threat to the belt, brings it, payoff pitch, and a pop-up infield. Actually shallow left field. Shortstop says, I've got it. Back on the grass about 4 steps and makes the catch, 2 down. In shallow left field, shortstop Thornton Gray makes the catch. 2 away, top of the order. Here's Eggleston, flat out to left. Got hit by a pitch and came around and scored the second run of the inning. Here's the Eggman, as we call him, the senior. Hello, Jordan Hodges. Eggleston batting 364 coming in. He bats 424 with men on base for the leadoff man, Eggleston. Pitch way upstairs and outside, good eye, ball one. Eggleston, no homers and 18 RBIs, 4 doubles and a triple for our senior second baseman, who played some excellent defense Friday night against Gibbs. Man, he made big plays after big play after big play. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, foul, not by much. Woo! That was a chalk hugger down the first base line, but it didn't miss by much, being a double in the right field corner. But be that as it may, it's a long strike for Eggleston, and the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Man, oh man, oh man, that was, as the Three Little Pig says, with the hair of his chinny chin chin, missed going fair. Can't believe I just used a Three Little Pigs comparison in a baseball game, but I'm country's cornbread. I can't help it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second. 2-1 lead Cyclones, top of the fourth. Looking ahead to the bottom of the inning for Stewart County, they will bring up 7, 8, 9. Threat, 1-1 pitch. Eggleston, strike 2 call. Nice pitch. Tailed away from him. Caught the outside corner, painted the corner. Nice pitch by Threat. Hello, Coach Robinson. Lawson's Nanny and Elizabeth and Kathy Wagner listening. Thank you. Hello to Molly Glover listening. Thank you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big insurance run out there at second if Eggleston can bring him around here. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and he fouls it back. On deck's Ryan Wetzel. Well, I guess King James is happy. They've evened up the Eastern Conference Finals last night. Cavaliers go back to Boston, tied 2 games apiece. Golden State play the Rockets tonight, 1-2, and he shoots it down the left field line, but twisting, backing out of play, a foul ball. One ball, 2 strike. The left-hand batting senior Ethan Eggleston. On deck if it continues is Ryan Wetzel. Threat, long look, out at second, brings it. 1-2 pitch. Shoots it. That's a shot to the first baseman. Played it perfectly, steps on the bag. Nice job. Nice play with the first baseman. That is Logan Beecham. That gets past him and run scores unassisted to the first baseman. And that's your inning for the Cyclones. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Your score, Cyclones 2, Stewart County 1. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
$10,500 in down payment assistance, and you could be eligible. That's right. Appalachian Community Federal Credit Union, helping more than 50 families achieve home ownership. And for many, down payment assistance has meant the difference between renting and owning. You could be eligible. For more information, go to the web at myacfcu.org. Appalachian Community Federal Credit Union, with branches in Gray, Johnson City, Rogersville, Kingsport, Jonesboro, Norton, Virginia, in Kentucky, Berea, McKee, and Boonville, Kentucky. myacfcu.org. $10,500 in down payment assistance, and you could be eligible. For more information, simply call 1-800-378-3778 or go to the web at myacfcu.org. Appalachian Community Federal Credit Union, proud member of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
It's Tristan Swift to start the 4th inning. 2-1 Cyclones. Swift, Threat, and Carroll, 7, 8, and 9 here. Carter with 6 punch-outs. And it starts this inning downstairs, ball 1. Swift, a strikeout swinging to be strikeout number 4, or actually number 3 of the ball game, back in the 2nd. Hello, Jordan Mitchell watching. And Nancy Merritt's in Elizabethton watching. Thank you. This is Bell High, all speed. 1-1. We got them in Elizabethton, got them all over the place. Thank you. Cyclones 2 and Stewart County 1 here. Greenville's already won earlier today. This one misses upstairs. Science Hill loses 4-1 in AAA baseball. Unaka wins 3-0 in softball, so the Lady Rangers move into the winner's bracket tomorrow at 5:30 at Starplex. 2-1 pitch and a bad handle foul to the backstop, and the count levels at 2-2. 7, 8, and 9 here in the 4th. It's a 2-1 ball game. And don't forget the Cyclone Wrestling Booster Club having a fundraiser dinner, Dan's Barbecue, on Thursday night from 5 to 8. Offset the cost of the upcoming wrestling camp. 2-2 pitch upstairs, full count. Carter has walked 1, Beecham back last inning, his 15th of the season. Full count. Carter brings it. And a fly ball to left field, pretty well tagged. Mullins going back, and he will make the catch. Mullins catches up the deep drive in left field, and Jacob hauls it in for out number 1. Swift gave it a ride down the left field line, and Mullins ran about 15-20 steps, reaches up and closes the cowhide for out number 1. Here's Andrew Threat, the pitcher, who struck out his first time up to end the 2nd inning on a called 3rd. Candy Craig says the original Velvet Frog. No, that was Mel Torme upstairs at ball 1. But thank you, Candy. It's sweet. Appreciate that. 2-1 Cyclones in the 4th. Opening round of the AA State Tournament from Smyrna, Tennessee. Left-hand batting pitcher misses inside, and it's 2-0. Carter won on that one. On deck will be Brandon Carroll, the second baseman. Carter, 2-0 pitch, and right down the heart of the plate. As we used to say back home, right down the old gutter pipe. 2-1. And a ground ball knocked down by Daly. In behind him, picked up Corey Russell, throw, stretches out Johnson, nearly got him, but a play at first base, infield hit. Daly moving to his left at third, knocked it down. It went in under his glove, knocked down the momentum to keep him going in from the outfield. Corey picked it up, planted his right foot in the outfield grass, and threw a one-strike over to the stretched out Johnson, but infield hit recorded by a threat. He'll get a courtesy run at first. Base hit number 6 now for Stewart County. 1 out, 1 on, tying run at first. Here's Brandon Carroll at an infield hit, his first time up. Carter brings it, and it misses upstairs, ball 1. So Swift flies out to Mullins in left. Threat with a infield hit, knocked down by Daly. Picked up on the ricochet by Russell and nearly got him, but Threat lumbering down the first base line, got in for an infield hit. Here's a ground ball back up the middle. It could be 2. 1. And he'll throw back to first, and it's overthrown by Corey Russell. The runner can't advance. And so, in fact, he made the turn into fair play and then realized he was in trouble, and they're going to call him out. And that's a double play ball. And there's no argument from the first base coach. He got back to the bag. I'm not sure. But well, let's see. The first base coach wants a clarification. He had turned. Corey threw the ball, got past the first baseman, Nick Johnson. Corey had turned into fair play. Bottom line, it's a double play ball, and we're out of the inning. That's the bottom line. So you have unassist 4. Actually, it's 4-6 fielder's choice. And 6-3 a double play ball. We'll take it. Not sure how it happened, or better yet, why it happened. Looked like he got back in. He made the turn at first. The throw got away from Johnson. Johnson recovered quickly and went over to make the tag on him. He had turned, but if you make the turn at first base into fair play, then you're a dead duck. It's a live runner. But he got back into the base. 6-3. You go 4-6 or 3 unassisted. 3 unassisted. 4-6 on the force play. On the flip from Eggleston to Corey, then Johnson gets credit for the 3 unassisted. Bottom line, it's a double play. And I can give you the number of those this year for this baseball team. Double play number 20 of the season. It's huge. That's the bottom line. If you're a Cyclone fan, gets them out of the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the 5th inning. Bottom line, in an inning-ending double play ball, we'll take it. And we go to the top of the 5th. Here's Wetzel, 2, 3, and 4. Wetzel, Carter, and Russell. We hope a whole bunch more here in the 5th inning. First pitch popped him up. Second baseman says it's mine. He'll wave off everybody. A towering pop makes the catch, 1 away. Wetzel, first pitch pop up to start the 5th inning. He's gone. Pop to the second baseman, Brandon Carroll. Here's Carter. Ground out to short, an RBI single. His 40 for Evan Carter, RBI number 46 of the season. First pitch, foul back, strike 1, Evan Carter. The bottom line is they're still discussing up here in the press box. I'm not sure why it was a double play ball, but if you're a Cyclone fan, you get out of the inning, we'll take it. The 20th double play of the season turned out with the Cyclone infield. 0-1 pitch to Carter. Strike called. He's in a hole 0-2. And like us and share us, again, it's audio only here at the tournament. No balls and 2 strikes to Evan Carter. 2-1 Cyclones in the 5th. And at strike 3 called, he's gone. 2 down. Strikeout number 2 of the ball game for the starting pitcher, Andrew Threat. He'll go to work on Corey Russell's. Popped out to first and flied out to right. Cyclones went out in order 1, 2, 3 in the first to start the game, and Stewart County trying to do the same thing here in the top of the fifth with scheduled 7. Threat brings it. Corey hit batsman will go to first. 2-out base runner Corey Russell, the second hit batsman of the ball game. Eggleston got hit. Now the coach will come out and talk to the home plate umpire. I'm betting the question is, did he turn into that and took that intentionally? And I think that was weighing on the shoulder. I don't think he could have got out of the way. Corey Russell hit batsman. 2-out batter is Evan Perkins. Russell at first. 2-1 ball game here in the fifth. Cyclones. So Threat working from the stretch, runner at first. One got picked off there earlier, and there's the throw, and he's back in the outfield side of the bag, standing up. That would be number 4. Corey Russell scored that winning run Friday night after Logan Eastep delivers that flare into right field. And away inside, that almost got him. Ball 1. Spun him around, and now time is called, and Ryan Preston will come talk to his batter, Evan Perkins, and your coach will come talk to his starting pitcher, Andrew Thread, here in the top of the 5th inning. Cyclones 2 runs on 5 hits, and Stewart County 1 run on 6 hits and an error. Meeting at the mound continues between coach and catcher and pitcher. And I'm going to guess about another 10 seconds. The home plate umpire is going to start that way. Let's see. 1, 2. Yep, there he goes. And now he stops because the meeting's over. Bullpen quiet right now for Stewart County. Just probably a clarification. Let him go out there and do a little reassurance. That's what coaches do. Say, settle down and just throw the baseball. Meeting's over. Let's see what Perkins can do here. Evans got Corey Russell at first. Evan Perkins, men on batting, 556. And a pitch, fly ball, left field. It'll hang for Elijah Smith. Got under just a little bit too much, and that's the inning. Evan hit it solid, but got up underneath it just a little too much, and that's the inning. For the Cyclones, no runs, no hits, no errors. We leave one. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Elizabethton. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball in the 2018 AA State Baseball Tournament. Brought to you by the good folks from Chick-fil-A.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's chicken minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our...
Top of the order, the Rebels here in the 5th inning in a 2-1 Cyclone lead. Here's Thornton Gray. We're 6 outs away from the winner's bracket. It'll be a long way away. Here's Gray 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout. Takes the first pitch down inside, ball 1. Hello, Edie Gooch. Thank you for watching. And Gary and Sherry Nelson, thank you, kids, for being with us tonight. Thornton Gray, the shortstop. A ground out to Daly at first and a strikeout swinging. Carter's got 6 of those. There's a strike called. Elizabethton threw 5 at-bats. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They've left 6 on. Here's a check swing foul to the screen first base side. Cyclones 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They've left 6. And for Stewart County, 1 run on 6 hits. They've committed 1 error, and they have stranded 5 on. Carter, 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Shallow center field going back Eggleston, and it falls between everybody. Hit in no man's land, so Eggleston's out there. Wetzel comes in charging, falls in between them, and it's a bloop single for Thornton Gray. More importantly, puts the tying run to the plate. Here's Bramlett 2 for 2 with an RBI. He's been the man in that 2 spot. Hello, Amy Hartley in Charlotte, North Carolina. Throw to first, back in, diving safely. It's 2-1 Cyclones, home half of the 5th inning. Bullpen quiet. Carter brings it, and it's bounced up there, and it's 2-0. I will say this in defense of both pitchers, it is a hot, steamy night as we hit the 10 o'clock hour here. Cyclones 2, Stewart County 1, bottom of the 5th. Tying run at first base. Fly ball, center field, Wetzel. Roaming around out there, Ryan will come in, squeeze the cowhide, and out number 1 recorded. They finally get Bramlett. He's been 2 for 2. Been a tough customer, and here's your 1-out batter, Logan Beecham. A strikeout and a walk. He's over 1. Evan Carter's pitch count, Travis Royston, not that high, but is a muggy night, steamy night. I will say, and you know, if you play baseball, it'll sap you. But so far, so good for Carter. Pitching, swing and a miss, ran it by him. Strike 1. Right-hand batter threw it right up around his arms, and swing and a miss. He sawed that bat off in the hands of Logan Beecham, the first baseman. Strikeout on the walk. He's 0 for 1. And a big curveball. Oh, baby. Broke from here. Strike 2 called. Holy smokes. That thing sliced and fell completely off the table. No balls and 2 strikes. Carter. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Punch out number 7, 2 down. Evan Carter rears back, and if you're questioning if there's any gas in the tank, there is. He just showed it. His 7th strikeout, 43rd of the season. 2 away now. Here's Will Crane. A strikeout and infield hit. He's 1 for 2. And a pitch down on the way, ball 1. Bottom of the 5th. We're 6 outs away from the winner's bracket. Here's how you slice this puppy right now. Carter checks him out at first. Johnson holds on that runner. Would be the tying run. It's in the form of Thornton Gray. 1-0 pitch, runner going, hit and runs on, fouls it back and out of play, and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. If you win, again, the bracketing is such, you come back out here tomorrow, unless there's rain. It doesn't look like there's any more rain tonight. Grundy County and Riverside play next year. They may need to get your sleeping bags, just camp out here tonight, because it's going to be late. I guess they're going to play it late in the evening. Winner of this one will come back at 12:30 tomorrow against the winner of the next game. And the loser will come back out at, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning? Yes. This misses, and it's 2-1. Johnny Painter says, hey, maybe Betsy and Greenville meet again in the state finals. I don't know. That's a long way down the road. Greenville did win today, 3-0. They're in the winner's bracket on the other side of the AA tournament. 2-1 pitch, runner going, and a hit and runs on, and a foul off the face mask of Perkins. That kind of rattled him a little bit. So 8 teams down here, 4 playing here at Smyrna, the other 4 up the road at Blackman. JR, how far is that up the road? 20. About 20 minutes up the road, so in close proximity. The finals will be played at Middle Tennessee State. And weather permitting and everything doesn't get fouled up with Mother Nature, we'll play that. The AA championship will be at 2 o'clock Friday at Middle Tennessee State. That's a long way away. That's a lot of baseball between now and then. Hello, John Ramsey. Watching. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evan Carter, snap throw to first, and Johnson takes the throw back in to the outfield side of the first base bag. Diving safely is your 2-out base runner, Thornton Gray, which would be the tying run here in this ball game. 2-1 Cyclones, bottom of the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brings it. And swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the inning. Evan Carter, his 8th strikeout of the night. You can't ask any more what this kid's doing in a hot, muggy night here in Smyrna, Tennessee. We played 5. Cyclones lead at 2-1. You're listening to 2018 Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, brought to you by Blackburn Childers and Stegall.
Blackburn Childers and Stegall, providing tax, accounting, and audit services in East Tennessee for over 50 years. Blackburn Childers and Stegall, the region's largest firm, and serves individuals, family businesses, healthcare, nonprofits, manufacturers, and many more industries. Blackburn Childers and Stegall's Wealth Management, celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. BCS Wealth Management is a full-service financial firm, providing personal financial planning, investments, and group benefits. For more information, please call 423-282-4511. That's 282-4511, or on the web at bcscpa.com. That's bcscpa.com. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
We go to the 6th inning, your 5-inning totals. Kelly Montgomery says, yay, Evan. Sandy Shell says, way to go, Evan. Ronnie Hall says, way to go, Evan. Rhonda Weddle says, way to go, Cyclones. Hello to Sarah Harden. Says, let's go, Cyclones. So does Vicki Johnson. 5-inning totals, Elizabethton, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6. And for Stewart County, 1 run, 7 hits. They've committed 1 error. And they've stranded 6. 6, 7, and 8 for the Cyclones in the 6th. Here's Estep. Estep, Daly, and Mullins. A 2-1 Cyclone lead. Threat back out there, brings it, and a first pitch pop-up, backing out of play, strike 1. Estep, a double back in the 2nd, his 11th of the season, and a strikeout called 3rd to end the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2. Logan Estep. 0-1 pitch, and it's bounced up there. Those long locks, which gives me a chance to plug what we're doing. Growing our hair for Locks for Love for cancer patients. When it gets to the appropriate length, they'll whack it off, and they'll make a wig for ladies going through cancer treatment. 1-1 pitch. Actually going through PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. So my mama died from cancer. My daddy died from cancer. It's my way of giving back by growing hair for wigs. 2-1 pitch, shot down the right field line, could be trouble, and it will be a nice catch and a diving play. Look around the pole. Ran a long way. Peyton Milliken dove forward, made a belly slide, and a great catch to rob Estep of a big-time base hit. Put a star by his name. 1 down. That's huge in the ball game. 1 away. So Milliken ran a long way, belly slid across the foul line down the right field line and makes a big-time catch to rob him the base hit. Here's Daly, popped him up on the first pitch. Third baseman says it's mine, then the shortstop says it's mine. They got crossed up, and the shortstop makes the catch. 2 down. So Thornton Gray rears back and makes the catch. 2 away now. Here is Jacob Mullins, a sack bunt, and then a strikeout, made it to first, and he got picked off. And a fastball belt high, strike call. Both pitchers deep into the ball game now. Still got some gas in the tank. Thread and Carter. Carter with 8 strikeouts in this ball game. 2 out of the inning. Bunt, third base side, pretty good one. Mullins hustling. Threat has to hurry, and he got him. Half a step, bang, bang play. 1-3 in the put out of the Cyclones in order. 1-2-3 for only the second time in the ball game. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's a dandy. 2-1, Elizabethton and the nail biter. We'll be right back after you hear this from the great folks at Carter County Bank. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our community even better. Carter County Bank is big on small business, locally owned and managed to support our first priority, Carter County and the people who live here. Visit any of our branches or go online to cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is a division of Bank of Tennessee, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Bottom of the sixth inning, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Stewart County. Carter's now tied Trey Chown for club leadership and strikeouts, each with 45, and starts the inning with a called strike here. Hello, Brody Adams, former Cyclone, or still a Cyclone, but former player from last year. Gave us a lot of thrills. Smith reached on has not reached, grounded out and popped out. He's 0 for 2, outside 1-1. Smith grounded out to Corey Russell, lead off the second inning at shortstop, and popped out to Corey for out number 2 in the third. Bottom of the sixth of a scheduled 7. It is a 2-1 ball game, Cyclones. Grundy County and Riverside coming up next year in the other half of this bracket. 1-1 pitch, swing into the bat foul to the backstop, first base side, and it's 1-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, Elizabethton. 1 run, 7 hits for Stewart County. Hello, Crystal Van Huss. 1-2 pitch, popped him up. Foul ground, backing out of play, however, and it's 1-2. All the start times we are telling you are Central Time, so tomorrow's winners bracket game will be, oh boy, 12:30. So it'd be a East Tennessee time would be. Be 1:30 our time. We're behind now. I get so confused.
Well, I wasn't until I started talking to you.
Yeah. I have that effect on people. I can confuse people pretty quick. I confuse myself pretty quick. So it would be 1:30 our time, right? There you go. Why don't we just go ahead and make these notations so I don't confuse myself anymore to be 1:30. That way I won't have to worry about that anymore. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, pretty well hit in the gap in left center field. Going, giving chase, and it is off the top of the wall. Mullins gets it back in quickly. It's a leadoff double for Elijah Smith. He hammered it to the top of the wall, missed a home run by about 6 inches. Smith creamed it. You better believe it's a shot. Here's Peyton Milliken, a single and a strikeout. He's 1 for 2. Tying run at second with nobody out. 2-1 ball game in the sixth. And a swing and a miss. Carter comes right back and blows one by him. Strike one. Milliken single and a strikeout swing. He's 1 for 2. Base hit number 8 now for the lads from Dover, Tennessee, the Stewart County Rebels. Carter to the belt, 0-1. Bunts, foul. First base side, third base side rather, 0-2. So as best I can tell, it's kind of dark out in that one little spot. That wasn't missing too much of my home run, Doug Fritz. They hit up the wall, and it's a leadoff double, standing out at second, the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, making him chase a bad pitch. Strikeout number 9 for Carter, and there's one away. Here's Swift, a strikeout and a flyout. He's 0 for 2. Big strikeout for Carter. Made him go out of the strike zone to the right-hand batter and chase a bad pitch. Here's the right-hand batting catcher, Tristan Swift. Tries to bunt. Bunts through it. Strike 1. Trying to drop a sacrifice to move that runner down to third, and he bunted through it. Strike 1. 1 out, 1 on. The drama is here. The bottom of the 6th. Cyclones lead at 2-1. They are the visitors, of course. We'll get one more at bat, as will they in the bottom of the 7th. Bunts through it. Runner comes to third. Throw, and he's there, and not by much. Perkins caught it, dropped it on the bunt attempt. He's in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Still had the presence to throw, and still made it a close play down at third. But in at third is Elijah Smith, the tying run 90 feet away here as the drama kicks up a notch to the 0-2 count of the 1-out batter. And a bat handle foul back our way, and the count holds at 0-2. Double Smith down to third on the stolen base. Milliken strikes out swinging, and Swift trying to tie this thing up here. 0-2 count, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Infield pulled in for the play at the plate. 0-2 pitch, and he fouls it back. Candy says, come on, clones. You got it. No balls, 2 strikes to Swift on deck as the pitcher, Andrew Threat. Runner off the bag at third, about 3 or 4 steps. 0-2 pitch, and it's down and away. Misses 1-2. Infield in on the grass all the way around for the play at the plate to cut down what would be the tying run here. The bottom of the 6th inning of the scheduled 7th. Evan Carter gets his side. 1-2 pitch outside. Took something off of it. Tried to get him to go after a bad pitch, and he held up. Count levels at 2-2. 9 strikeouts tonight for Evan Carter, the sophomore who is verbally committed to play at Duke. 2-2 pitch. He brings it, and it misses. Big curveball. Woo! That came in and just missed in on the hands. It's a full count. Cyclone fans took a big, deep breath. They wanted that one called third, and so did Evan Carter. And now Swift will back out of the box and climb back in here. Carter's worked it to a full count. Evan, 3-2 pitch. And strike 3 called. Got him. 2 down on a called third for Evan Carter. Strikeout number 10. And here's Andrew Threat. Infield hit and a strikeout. So Carter back-to-back punch-outs here with a runner down at third, 2 out of the inning. Here's Threat. Yeah, we got a break on that one. Carter checks it. First pitch, nubs it foul. Third base side, strike 1. Threat trying to help his calls here, obviously, as the starting pitcher. Smith, double off the wall in left field, steals third. Strikeout Mulligan, strikeout Swift, and here is Threat. 0-1 pitch, and it's downstairs, 1-1. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 7th, if you're a Cyclone fan, you should be. It's 9-1-2. Johnson, Eggleston, and Wetzel. Evan Carter putting on a show tonight. 1-1 pitch, and he shoots it foul. Look out. That was a shot towards the Stewart County dugout. Count of 1-2 now. This is where you bring one, catch outside corner, drop it off the table like he's been doing all night long. And now I'm coaching. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's downstairs, and Perkins blocks it. That saves a run. Try to get him to chase a bad pitch inside, and Threat did not, and Perkins blocks it, even though it's a short backstop. At this point, I don't know if he'd have brought him or not. He was halfway down the line and got back into third. Count Evens up now, 2-2. Carter brings it, and way inside, ball 3. Full count now. Brandon Carroll, the second baseman, on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, tying run at third here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitcher against pitcher. Here comes the payoff pitch, and it misses outside and not by much. Ball 4, you got him on the corners. Here's Brandon Carroll, who's had an infield hit and hit in that crazy double play ball at the end of the 4th inning. Courtesy runner at first. Andrews runs for the Rebels, but the runner everybody's paying attention to is the man 90 feet away in the form of Elijah Smith. So Carter will go to work on Carroll, the number 9 man. An infield hit and a run scored in the 3rd, and that crazy double play ball that ended the 5th inning or 4th inning. We're still up here kind of scratching our head trying to figure out what happened, but we'll take it. Pitching, upstairs, ball 1. Evan Carter has scattered 8 hits and struck out 10 here in the ball game, walked a couple. 1-0 pitch. And it's strike called. Nice pitch right down the heart of the plate. 1-1. Runners on the corners. 2 out, 2 on in the bottom of the 6th. Cyclones lead it 2-1. Tying run 90 feet away at third base. And the tension's mounting here in this baseball game. 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Out in shallow center field. Coming hard. Could be trouble. Wetzel says, I've got it. He makes the catch. And that's the inning. Ryan Wetzel squeezes the cowhide, and that brings an end to the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 2. They've stranded 8. We've played 6. We go to the 7th. It's a nail biter. Elizabethton 2, Stewart County 1. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, providing tax, accounting, and audit services in East Tennessee for over 50 years. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, the region's largest firm, and serves individuals, family businesses, healthcare, nonprofits, manufacturers, and many more industries. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall's Wealth Management, celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. BCS Wealth Management is a full-service financial firm, providing personal financial planning, investments, and group benefits. For more information, please call 423-282-4511. That's 282-4511, or on the web at bcscpa.com. That's bcscpa.com. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Six in the books. We go to the 7th inning in a nail biter. It's a 2-1 ball game. Cyclones.
Leading off top of the 7th inning for the Cyclones, number 24, Nick Johnson.
Here's Nick Johnson. And Evan Carter's maxed out his chance to pitch. First pitch, belt high, misses outside, ball 1. Doug Fritz said he is maxed out, so based on his pitch count, he can stay tonight, the rest of the evening, but after this, he's done. Here's a bad handle foul.
You know we got like 17 pitches left. What's the limit? 125? 124? I don't remember.
I want to say 125.
Look it up. I think it's 125.
1-1 pitch. And it's a bad handle pop, third base side. Third baseman in fair ground makes the catch, 1 away. Johnson's retired here in the 7th.
Now at second base, number 21, Ethan Eggleston.
Evan Carter has put on a show tonight, folks. He has struck out 10. Stewart County Rebels. And this is a good. Here's Eggleston.
Yeah, 120. He's got 13 pitches left.
The limit is 120, says Doug Fritz. He has 13 pitches left. Here's a fastball, misses upstairs, ball 1. I don't know what Threat's count is, but he's up there too. He's a 92. Are you on that? You're the big dog. 92. Pitch misses. It's 2-0 to Ethan Eggleston. Eggleston will fly out to the left, hit batsman with a run scored, and grounded out A great play by the first baseman to smother that ball to end the fourth inning. Nice job of Logan Beecham to rob Eggleston of a base hit. 2-0 pitch. And it's down and away, 3-0 to the Eggman. Well, hello to Jamie Tracy Ferguson. Up there yonder in Chinkapin. Chinkapin Grove Baptist Church. That youngin can shuck the corn too. Jamie pitching 3-0, and it's strike call, 3-1. We're in the top of the seventh. Elizabethton leads 2-1. If they win, they're out here tomorrow at 1:30. If they lose, they're out here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. 3-1 pitch. Eggleston ground ball. First baseman one hop. Fields belt high. Steps on the bag. One down. Nice job of the first baseman. Two down. I'm sorry. Two away.
Now batting for the Cyclones, number 1, Ryan Wetzel.
Here's Wetzel singling 3 at bats. So Wetzel will try and get something going here. We need an insurance run to be mighty nice right now. Heading to the bottom of the seventh, they will send up the top of the order. Pitching, Wetzel taking, strike call to the knees. Bullpen is quiet, so we'll see if he can come back out with, what'd you say he has? 17 pitches? 13 pitches is all he has left in the pitch count. Evan Carter, 0-1. Strike 2 called. That one popped the leather. The fastball all the way, and that one still got some smoke from Threat. Wetzel on a hold, 0-2 now. Johnson pops out to short. Eggleston grounds out of the first baseman. Here's Wetzel. Single in 3 tries. 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called. He's gone. That's the inning. Threat's retired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now 7 in a row. Bottom of the seventh we go. You can cut it with a knife. Can we hang on to win and get to the winner's bracket? We'll see. We go to the bottom of the seventh. This break from the good folks at Chick-fil-A. 2-1 Cyclones. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's chicken minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Evan Carter's done his job. Lawson Wagner coming out of the pen now. Wagner, again, Evan Carter finishes the night. He was up on his pitch count. What a night for Carter. 10 strikeouts and scattered 8 hits and allowed 1 run. So Evan Carter has done his job tonight. So now he hands it over to Lawson Wagner.
Number 18, Lawson Wagner.
Lawson Wagner. Travis Holly says, go Cyclones from Chattanooga. Thank you, Travis. Here's Wagner making his 17th appearance of the season. 34 innings. Wagner, 27 hits, 15 runs, 10 of those earned. He's walked 8 and struck out 25. He'll be asked to go to the top of the order and face Gray, Bramlett, and Beecham. It's 2-1 Cyclones, bottom of the seventh. You win, you're back out here at 1:30 tomorrow. If you lose, you're back out here at 11 o'clock tomorrow in the losers bracket. So you're 3 outs away. Great job, Evan Carter. Keep in mind that Evan Carter and Andrew Threat set out about a 45-minute rain delay. So Carter has done his job. He turns it over to Wagner. We know what Lawson's done against Unicoi County and against Greenville. Pitching, taking outside, ball 1. Gray has grounded out to Daly at third, struck out swinging and singled. He's 1 for 3. Bottom of the seventh, 2-1 Cyclones. 3 outs away from the winner's bracket. 1-0 pitch. And it's outside 2-0. Lawson Wagner comes sidearm, comes 3/4. Katarina Finney said, shut him down, Cyclones. Wagner, 2-0 pitch, and it's upstairs ball 3, 3-0. And the strike zone's got real tight now. Bottom of the 7th, 2-1 Cyclones. Wagner, 3-0 pitch. And it's ball 4 on 4. Tying run at first. Go back and look to what Lawson Wagner did. He went 5 innings of baseball. I'm sorry, 5th inning of baseball against Gibbs. Pitch outside, ball 1, square to bunt, pulled it back. Bramlett single, RBI single, fly out to center. Reed Casey pounces out of that first base dugout and goes to talk to him. And so Lawson Wagner, they'll bring the infield in to talk. Reed Casey will talk to his entire starting infield. That's a great point. Lawson Wagner came in and did a number on Friday night against a very, very good Gibbs baseball team. Wagner came in and allowed, he pitched the 5th, of course the 6th and the 7th, and gave up no runs, 3 hits, and struck out a batter in a gut check performance on Friday night. He's in the same situation here. Lawson, I kind of like this youngin'. He's in my Sunday school class. He's a fine, fine feller. And the tying run at first, he has to go work on Bramlett. Brings it, and it's a strike call. Nice pitch. Lawson Wagner. 1 ball, 1 strike. You can cut it with a knife, folks, I'm telling you. Be a good time for the 21st double play ball of the season right here. Got one earlier tonight by our infield. Let's turn another one right here. Bramlett 2 for 3 with an RBI single, runner going bunt, first base side, fielding Wagner. He'll shuffle it to Johnson. Got him. Nice job by Lawson Wagner. Job done. 1-3 on the put out on the sacrifice bunt. Runner to second. Not an easy play to do, and sack bunt 1-3. It's Beecham's turn. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 1 out, 1 on. Tying run at second here in the bottom of the 7th. The winning run at the plate. Woo, doggies. A little tight here at the ball orchard. So Wagner working from the first base side of the rubber. Leans in and gets inside from Evan Perkins. Checks the runner at second with a pretty good lead. Brings it, and it's a ground ball to Corey. Russell off his, ricochet off his leg. Into center fielder comes the run. Tie ball game. Corey Russell is automatic at shortstop, but not that time. He's 6, tie ball game. So the walk comes back to haunt the Cyclones. Tie game in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out, winning run at first. So E6, our first error of the ball game. That was a playable ball. It just rolled up the arm of Corey and kicked into center field. And running on the play and in to score to tie the game up. It's a 2-2 ball game now. Courtesy runner at first. Error charge to Elizabethton, first one of the ball game.
Running for the Rebels, number 26, Farrell.
So we're tied now at 2 in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. E6, Beecham at first, winning run. Crane at the plate, hit in 3 tries. Wagner bringing it. Lawson, and it hit him. And Ryan Presnell goes out to talk to Lawson Wagner. And so Wagner will be lifted, it would appear, for Matthew Daly. And Wagner will go to third. And Matthew Daly in the pitch now. And he's been asked to come in and put out a fire in a big-time jam.
Number 15, Matthew Daly.
So Daly, the third pitcher used now, so that kind of accents what kind of night Evan Carter did. he had a heck of a performance. So Daly making only his 4th appearance of the season. He's only pitched in 5 innings, had arm trouble in the first half of the season. He's given up a hit, a run. It was unearned. Walked 1, struck out 7. And so Matthew Daly summoned to try and put this fire out, how quickly things change. But, you know, Daddy used to say some days you get the peanuts and some days you get the shells. So we're tied at 2 now, the bottom of the 7th. Daly on to pitch for Wagner, who came on to pitch. Who was out of pitches was Evan Carter. And the man up is Elijah Smith, who tattooed one off the wall in deep left field for a double. His last plate appearance, he's 1 for 3. Winning run at second. Inning walk to Gray. Bramlett sack bunt to move him to second. Beecham reaches on the air as the ball kicked off the glove of Corey Russell into center field and allowing Gray to score. And Crane gets hit by a batter. Or gets a hit pitch, I should say. Hit by the pitch, what I wanted to say. Here's Elijah Smith. And a first pitch, swing and a miss. Daly blew that one by him. 1 out, 2 men on, tie game, bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch, Daly working from the stretch. Daly checks and brings it. And it's downstairs and not by much. I will say this about the home plate umpire. He has been consistently inconsistent on both sides tonight. Sometimes it's a walk. This one popped him up. Foul ground. Perkins says, I got a play on it, and foul ground, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Big out in a lot of ways. Two out of the 7th. Here's Milliken, a single and 3 tries for Milliken. That's a huge, huge out right there. Foul ground pop to the catcher, Evan Perkins, who jumped on that like rats on cheese. He's all about it. And a pitch downstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Bottom of the 7th, tie ball game. Daly delivers. And a swing and a miss, blew it by him. 1-1. Hello, Stephanie Tolley. Hello to Melissa Nichols. Hello to Rick Richardson. Hello to J.P. Nixon, Colorado. Wherever you may be, thanks for listening tonight. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Or strike 2, I should say. 1-2. I'm being a positive thinker. An optimist. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Daly brings it, and he shoots it. It's a fair ball down the right field line. Run scores. That's a ball game. A seeing-eye single down the right field line into the right field corner. Run scores, ball game. Cyclones will be here tomorrow in the losers bracket. How about that? We were up 2-1 and lose it 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. RBI single. It couldn't have gone anywhere but exactly where it went, down the right field line into the right field corner. And a clutch hit for their youngster, Peyton Milliken. And the Cyclones let one get away. And we go to the losers bracket tomorrow morning. We'll be here at 11 o'clock. We'll go in there at 10:30 East Tennessee time. Final score, 3-2, Stewart County. We'll come back to close it out right after this timeout. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, One call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Well, that one stings, folks. We had that one, and that one got away tonight. 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, and 10 left, but you do what you have to do to win the game. That's what Stewart County did. 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, they leave 10. With the Cyclones, 2 runs and 5 hits, they committed an error, and they leave 6. Winning pitcher will be Andrew Threat. Losing pitcher, is that Wagner? Is that Wagner? Yeah. Wagner will be your losing pitcher tonight. Tough break for the Cyclones. Leading 2-1 going to the bottom of the 7th. Again, Evan Carter was 13 pitches away from going to the limit for the evening. Pulled for Lawson Wagner. And Lawson just didn't have his stuff tonight. It's just real simple. He walked. Gray to start it. Bramlett had a sac bunt to move him down to second. Logan Beecham hits a routine ground ball to Corey Russell, who makes that play 99.9% of the time. He did not. Rolled up his arm, kicked into center field. Runner moving from second base, scores easily to tie it up. Crane gets hit by Wagner. Fresno comes in, pulls him for Matthew Daly, who got Elijah Smith to pop up and foul ground to the catcher. And then Peyton Milliken hits an opposite field RBI chalk-hugging single down to the right field corner to score the runner from second with 2 out to win it tonight, 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. So the late-minute heroics that the Cyclones have been used to doing came back in the form of Stewart County tonight. They improved themselves to 25-6. Cyclones had their 7-game winning streak snapped. They fall to 26-9, and we'll come back tomorrow and try it again at 11 o'clock East Tennessee time. We'll go on the air at 10:30 for the broadcast. They'll play the loser of this next game. And so credit, again, Stewart County for getting the big hit they needed to get. Our guys gutted it out. Cannot overshadow the performance of one Evan Carter, a 10 strikeout night tonight. Thank you, Mike Warner. Appreciate that. Tough night, but you know what? This team is resilient, and you'll see a team ready to go tomorrow coming out of the losers bracket. So Greenville wins earlier tonight, 3-0 in the AA bracket, and Elizabethton loses tonight. Again, final score 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Stewart County moves on in the winners bracket. Who's to say we won't see them again? And Elizabethton drops to the losers bracket and will play 11 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. We're going there at 10:30 with the broadcast. Coach President and I are talking to these guys. And I don't know if he's coming up or not. We'll take a quick break, see if he's coming up, talk. You know what? To quote one of my favorite movies of all time, Gone with the Wind, Scarlett said, tomorrow is, after all, tomorrow is another day. We'll play tomorrow. We'll be right back after this from Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall. Cyclones lose it in the bottom of the 7th, 3-2. We'll be right back right after you hear this.
Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, providing tax, accounting, and audit services in East Tennessee for over 50 years. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, the region's largest firm, and serves individuals, family businesses, healthcare, nonprofits, manufacturers, and many more industries. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall's Wealth Management, celebrating their 20th anniversary this year. BCS Wealth Management is a full-service financial firm, providing personal financial planning, investments, and group benefits. For more information, please call 423-282-4511. That's 282-4511, or on the web at bcscpa.com. That's bcscpa.com. Blackburn, Childers, and Stegall, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball.
Back at Smyrna High School, the Cyclones' 7-game winning streak comes to a halt tonight. We'll come back tomorrow, coming out of the losers bracket game, and give them all they want, whoever it is. It's either going to be Grundy County or Riverside tomorrow. Cyclones lose tonight 3-2. Numbers again for Elizabethton and for Stewart County. 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, and 10 left for Stewart County. For Elizabethton, 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and we leave 6. Wagner takes the loss for Elizabethton. Loss of Wagner falls in the season to his first loss of the season, 4-1. Kind of year loss that Wagner's had. And Threat gets the W tonight for Stewart County. So, sun comes up tomorrow. We'll regroup, reload, and come back at you. That's all you can do. And you put this one out of your system, although it's probably going to sting a little bit. These kids are resilient, and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll bring it to you. 10:30 airtime tomorrow morning. 11 o'clock first pitch. Final score. Looks like they're heading to the bus. Final score, Elizabethton and Stewart County. Stewart County 3, Elizabethton 2. Thanks to everybody listening and watching, or not watching, but listening to the game tonight. We'll rejoin you tomorrow morning at 10:30 East Tennessee time. 11 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. Noon up at our place. Oh, they've changed it? Okay. All right. I thought I was reading the schedule wrong. So it's going to be 12 o'clock East Tennessee time. Thank you. Just got to change. We will go on air at 11:30 tomorrow morning. First pitch at noon. Cyclones in the losers bracket. 11:30 airtime, 12 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. We'll come back at you with this great baseball team from Elizabethton. Don't get down on these guys just yet. Don't get down on them at all. But stranger things have happened, folks. So we'll see you tomorrow, 11:30, right here. Join us, Cyclone Baseball. Until then, for Ryan Presnell, for our guest tonight, Ken Harden, Lady Cyclone softball coach, and our principal, Josh Boatman. This is Tom Thayer, the voice of the Cyclones and Elizabethton Cyclone Baseball, telling you, as always, till we greet you tomorrow at 11:30, win or lose, be a good sport. Them Cyclones are coming back tomorrow with a vengeance. We'll bring it to you then. Good night, everybody.